My friend, it was Paris. Come talk to me, oh. You got your best in the best. You got your best. You got your best in the best. Yeah. You got your oh, na. Yeah. Got the way I've been thinking of you, I swear no they lie. Cause the way you they blow my mind, I no go fi survive. You are my one and only girl, nobody else but you. If I won't sabe to me corner in the asa. Oh, die away. Chum brony. Samba me dying.
Nala Bishida, Miniano, Mandarin, Toyota, find a boy Ojoba. Let's go! Bole Koba Shebiano, Boma den Johnny Femo no Kiamoko Konu. Robert Trashi for God and country.
Oh, I would do anything for you. Be like say you do me, juju. Like I say no congbe. Only baby, if I was summer to me, corner India star.
Shout outs to you and you're that talente.
You my only baby, if I was summer to me, corner India star. The way you did do your body.
Hey, Baba.
You turn me on.
Woman, they know Johnny Femo. Hey, Kiamoko, no Kiamoko. Come on, man, Robert Trashi.
You turn me on.
The one and only Ninja TV, the platform of truth and for truth, of truth and for truth. Hammer. Let's go. Shout outs to you, Uncle Ben, Minian, no Friday boy, Ojoba. Mustafa Ni Ama Shitu. Again, why are they sitting on the issue now? Share. What about Sunday? Romeo Tete. Oh, Impact Toyota. Impact Benue Chepano. Benofeno Ojoba. Otai peche. Impact Otai peche. What about Trashi? What about Sanji? And your curtain call Yanni Femo me. Bomber no Johnny Femo, Kiamoko, eh. Come on, I can need that Devatasi. He that Devatashi, I be Sanji. Heba, Gaga. Haji.
It's me,
Manvero, Haba.
The way I did see you, I think say I feel believe you. Now I became a believer. Say nothing, you go marry. That's why me I just dey carry. All of your load is not easy. Always today on the phone call.
That's right.
But you know talk. Loading your phone with the password.
Shout outs to you, Felix Nae Wulomo, watching us live from Kaudumasi.
How you gonna explain no?
Shout outs to you, Man Beatrice, Toyota.
My friend, it was Paris. Come talk to me, oh. Yeah. Today, you go answer to me, oh. My friend, it was Paris. Come talk to me, oh.
One no Johnny Femo, Kiamoko. Haba. Shout outs to you, Maggie. Maggie Batrashi. If I take over the class. Haba.
I used to call you this and more.
That's right.
Now you did show me something.
Maggie.
But you never showed me before.
Let's go. Haba. Shout outs to you, Mustafa Niamashitu. I'm watching from Amasaman. Amasaman B. Batrashi.
See what you've done to me, Baba. See what you've done to me. See what you've done to me. That's all.
Today you go answer to me, oh. Haba.
Come down to me, oh. Yeah. Today you go answer to me, oh. My friend, it was stories. Come down to me, oh.
Shout outs to you, my Edna. My Edna, ever fit away. Yeah, me continue. Like your show, continue. Can't hear pano. Like him, continue your way. There was Johnny Famo. Can the WhatsApp platform say no?
You just they worry my life. I don't go give you one more chance to me. Tell me what happened to you. Today you go answer to me, oh. My friend, it was stories. Come down to me, oh. Today you go answer to me, oh.
Ami continue. Johnny Famo. Kiamoko. Haba.
You got your best.
You can be never Baby Sunday. And the traditional council case then I make Chamebanya me yanu kwale. What Baby the uncomfortable questions. The whistle is in the building. Let's go.
It's a baba. It's a baba.
Haba. Eva. Ajay.
If I also to make a living, I know say you gon' understand. So you put that on the right. For my ding.
Haba.
If I call you, Baba make you answer. Every day me I no go fit to suffer. Everybody can find this in
Lala ne leke nuno if you mi aken job. Lala ne enyele ke nu lala ne no keke eten sofo yeli mumo shishi. Ha. Ne wan keke o kwami mene ho ne nyuma job onu, nyuma job. Yeah, lala ne ke nuno etio sofo yeli mumo shishi. You are job ne wono kan ya pe yo no enunyama pe yo no e na egboji akpe yo no ha ajay
but I don't see Coco. Oh Baba, where you there? Baba God, where you there? I know say you gon' understand. So you put that on the right. Life they hot like fire. I they do everything for the money, oh, but I do tire. Oh, Papa, wamba wala ke jamo memo. Light me up, oh Lord. Everybody can join me singing, can they?
Hey Baba. Mene ho bomo de no Johnny Famo no me sen Kenya ko ja kokura bomo de ja no mi continue
Oh yeah can they isele baba papa sumi can they
hey shout out to you, if you me a loco. Haba.
See, everybody can join me singing, can they?
Papa Sumi Kane. Ni mo femini. Haba. Kwa ye wa job ye wa kan akpe yo no ekpe yo nu chumo no ekpe yo bia no ekpe yo gbolansilemi ekpe yo gbomochomi ekpe yo no fe no ko ni ne ba ta ye wa kan akpe ye no efe no ko na de ba ma ye wa kan akpe ejeme. One more time, let's go. Can it, Lala ne leke nu no go fio mi. Can it ke nu nke e charge you me. Let's go. Can it? Haba.
Story of my life, me I the one try better life. They no fit deny me. All my people they criticize me. I no fit to fail, oh. If I dey also to make a living, I know say you go understand. So you put that on the light.
That's right.
If I dey call you, Baba make you answer. Every day me I no go fit to suffer. I tire. Everybody can find me, CJ Kane. Bye. Kane. It's a little
Papa Sumi Kane. Koni Makbe. Haba.
Everybody can find me singing
Kane. Ha. Kane. Papa Sumi Kane. Ni mo femini.
Friends they show me love for
Nakai. Kemo me.
Every night and day, but I don't see no.
Haji.
Where you there? Baba God, where you there? I know see you go understand. So you put that on the line. I'm back. Life they hot like fire. I they do everything for the money, but I do tire. Oh, Papa, wamba wala ke jamo. Let's be up alone. Everybody can join me singing Kane. Bye. Kane. It's a little
Papa Sumi Kane. Koni Makbe.
Everybody can join me singing.
Inke be ojani femo. Haba. Papa Sumi Kane. Koni Makbe. Haji, love emoji say konye kono nye no. Agbene we gontie. Hami gonti no ni ya we ko gontie. Haba.
Everybody can join me singing Kane. Oh, ba. Yeah, Kane.
Papa Sumi Kane. Koni Makbe.
It's a little baba. Everybody can join me singing
Kane.
I to the one to the two.
Haba.
Sumi Kane.
Koni Makbe. That's right. In the next 2 minutes, so I just so bomber den kemo moko no kemo kwa ke wo ba sheshi. No ba sheshi pe boli is another future boy. Shout outs to you, Thunder and Lightning. Shout outs to you. Johnny Femo, Ami Gontie, no ni ya nwe ko kian moko ni o kian moko wo ba trashi. No ba trashi pe boli. Shout outs to you, Maoti Ebatrashi.
Tell me something I go do, so I go in your love again. Tell me something I go say, so I go in your heart again. Girl, she be coco. No, I ain't got more she baka. Girl, she be coco. No, I ain't got more she baka. No, shy. You might pay me shy.
Shout outs to you, Auntie Maggie, Toyota. Manya Sophie. Ah, no HA. Bini, Oshimi. Manya Sophie, Oshimi, Otega. Shout outs to you, Manya Sophia. You might find the boy, Ojoba.
Anima bomi shedada.
You get me?
Anima bomi shedada. Bano bami mi shedada. Bami mi.
Chameganyame. Minda nye feshi ake nye bafita woy. O fine keji o like ko show e. Like mo show ami. Oh, thank you ma. Imisi bochon ah. Ya ke me mayo. Oh ma. O fine ke fi go ya share mi o. O fine. That's right. Minda nyumba shi agege wete nege we ba she. Minda nyumba shi wa aka pleji e mommy, e mo itwa mi. Ke wete ke we ba no ko kla ife bu e. Te ko itwa bu e choko itwa bu wo ke shi ran hale. Minda nye fenshi wake mene nyeba fita wa yeko ni wabana sanigba. Bomo de like mo show ni oja. Look. Nye ni show ne mo fe mo ni yo traditional council ene ko ne kwe. Ne nui. Gantete fe no le bomo de ake show ne ameni ne ba ashe no eko. In fe ake inka ni bi ko me chombo. Shi nintashie nke nyemia ba chake benye ele kemba tabie boni mumo ba kemie na kema yale shi imba tabie po ni ijomo bo enchake mu so miss money body enche otashi follow me. Look, nyefenyele story no more. You all know the story. You don't need to be told. There is nothing new for me to say to you. Ni ekole ole alo nako. Except for one or two things. Look, mo fe moni ganyo jibu. Ni ole neke sanene. Bona. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Man, you feel me? Okay, Eshe. I gotta go. His Royal Majesty is in the building. Eva Trashi. His Royal Majesty. Eva Trashi. Bomade. No, Jatumoboni Kobwe. Look. Mo femo. New York Traditional Council. Anamele. Wata bi edane. Ni wa you ake. Esani kutumpo kabla enyo woni fe mu enye akegame ba minkebo fe. You will not deny the fact ake when you talk about the Traditional Council. Shout out to you, Miami sir. Na kan no bongo ba shebie no kemo mi yellow ona get member so bonka ba no chat session kemo mi yellow inyemi onukpa impa onukpa ni atukwe ofa ne to your thing boy ojugba wache ni atukwe we ba fita way bomoding si minkebo fe wole ake na kanji no ni eba gan Traditional Council and pretty much the various traditional councils ni yo gandan me popa no aye anu kwale yegeme no jino ni any wobatane. You understand what I'm saying? No ni wobatane. Look, ke won ya anu kwale ni wo fe kutumpo chemeke nyeme gan bene wo sheshon wo ye no fe no ni esani man ahavi manfe man nibi ni ha ni manhwelio. Let me put it this way. No fe no ni ha ni manhwelio wa ye ko. Wa ye fe ko. Come on. Wa ye fe ko. Ile no kokla ni ha manhwelio ne ko bega. Many mele na me kwa ga o nyenye game mi ni obenye je noko bege shop ni nyenye amele noko what ya me kuma ga ni bi ekome aka wa keke fe waka yui because wanye me ame hey worship engineer left right and center no ni bi ekome waka ka me ko ni bu ame ke be hye na asa na atwu eni e ga atwu eni no wani wo fight you aka wo cheme ame pa ship engineer ho mo ken ha gbon yi ta flache because nge komo washikpon no fe no ye washikpon no fe no kenke no fe no look nke no fe no eko ye washikpon no fe no ne ha manja no ni manhwelio nke eko ye washikpon no dwomo ko bu no ni odwomo ko bu na kan pepepe. You understand what I'm saying? But because what fite what chieftaincy, what traditional ruling, the way ni yo are very elites. Ame wo ni bi ami. Ni ame ba judge ni bi kome. To moboni ko te pokpa koma no, their elites are involved in their traditional affairs. The way ni wo fe ni bi ewo, ke wo bi a school be ni ate na ate shon abadon. Abadon wo bi ibadon. No, come the sort of and the type of leaders ni wa welio. Because of the way ni wa fe wa kusumi nke wa ni bi ewo ke wa bi agbe na te school abadon meji gbe te min ke abacha ke eliaka ye Gadangme Lawyers Association lo. They get that bi. And I know a lot of you do not even know aka ye Gadangme Lawyers Association bio yake na kan kuwe inmeyo. Mina me feel okay wa Gandangbe because of the way ni what fair one ni be a war. Come on, call follow Ablade TV. Every single year ni aba call lawyers to the bar. Obana ke particular 10 lawyers ni Gamashi Osu La Nungwa Keshi 15 20 Ablade TV every year ka call me to the a post of Gandangbe be so baba we have them. The doctors, the engineers, bioyake, meanwhile, all of these elites, ni wachosi yo ame, ni ame ti ame kume ame na ame ka ame ni me wole me ji ame ke wole ye, mi, ima mi papa wole yoni, ima mi mami wole yoni, minewo, she wafe wate mogwe yawo. Na BFA I university many university I na cancel I university agbe na many mba olo na ya school aya olo na keno gashi agin ami pi wola hin ke wola ye abi afofo na chomo ogu lai chikate aba because of kutumpo ka bla the way ni wo feel walumoyeli the way ni wakpata wakusumi here the way ni wawele me ni taflache esa na meta chokuana waweli amata atakochuana chokuana na men chojo na men fite ni bi na men pata ni bi aye. You understand what I'm saying? Na men pata ni bi aye no e woni ona ni look tumoboni nkebo ake mene makake traditional council they cannot adjudicate this case fairly. They cannot. No kokula be. Shout out to you, Richard Kwe. Shout out to you, Nigamashim. No kokula be. Shout out to you, Uncle Sam. And then no kokula be Niga Traditional Council. FA. Niminkebu. Wabae wa yake. They will adjudicate this case fairly. Sanene ka ba ye. Na ba ye lojo ba. Jega Traditional Council ne saneta ne ke sanene no. Ame luzu na kan gbana ne sani ameketa ne ke sanene no. Ne wakeji ame nsumoga. Na ame yo. Na ame tao na ame saga. Nobody from the Traditional Council should sit on this case. Absolutely no one. And we'll get there. But they don't like you show it. Like him show me, okay? Ja ni fe mone, ja. Every single member of your traditional council, they should know that we are watching them. One kwame. Come on. Me and you are danake. Come on. You are danake. Anything na you lumo. I don't care. I don't care. Money is sane ye lumo. Allo money is sane yolo. Maybe me put the wrongly. She can be no ninta oma you no bana. Isuma nukwali. Me. Isuma nukwali. Keji ofeni no fele jalena no one bluff for ba cho me justice inja den ko nyake yenti yesta ajeje nku eswe be na ba chemi Emmanuel na chemi Emmanuel ngu ba domi justice na kan no asane sami na kan gbe pe inka cho yenti yesta mi age komo anti yesta ko kwe atobobi ke America ko ka me no nta wamba wo mi gbe konklobe na wo mi Samuel ke David ke nibi komi dibi koma be nta o David ke Samuel ke Michael ke Ishmael ke nibi nta o ka chobu na ke nothing against your name but engon na aka wo mi justice efe na no kwale yo ni eja me ndumo. I like fairness ni keji traditional council afi abo ni ne kesane na ejehihie ame ani wona wo le ake ame ba ya no kwale ni ame ba ni gan tete fe ana no kwale na ame hia wo miye minkabo fe shukwe ene enya this show enya because we dey nche wona but clearly ame cho wa ke no ni achola no kwale ame kelembe gan traditional council ama ame ka no kwale mbe keje show na ame ka no kwale hina try now ba cha me think anukwale fe ready anukwale elege me be fe be ni traditional council ke me yo me if ready ni nka me ba fe kome she got traditional council get le e ka anukwale fe kome so clearly me name me chon ke ame tawo gamoya. Shout out to you auntie Amele ye Germany ni ami ame tawo gamoya no me ni ame tawo ganoya no kokla be ni mo amegbe ake ne ke sande ne ametano ona boni ni yo surely loko o ni wo ba ya mi pa bo 5 o donation there keji oke bakwe bo modern ni oke donation there eba ona boni ni yo wo library we are getting there we shako ego clash ball wo bo modern why extend the time bona because one town ni wo fe lord gba nye ke okwa wo show no ni wo fe last year nke chombo. This coming week, we might try 5 minutes. What show about 5 minutes of that? So far, naming keji oko donation back where bomode ni okay o donation aba ming pabo 5 wa denche like I said, wabe limit fair bomode ni excuse me ni Osu Presbyterian Preparatory and Junior High School. I'm a library project. Ni wako ni wonfair. Once again, a big shout outs to everybody. Almost many na bear no fair me mo fair mo ka me no eba. She call after we ni okono back when min pabo 5 bomode man oti and tiambele man Christy Roberta. I mean na Lovishida. You know all of the Uncle Sam Ananke wife like beji no na chimofe kamenoeba. You understand what I'm saying? Your chat session there. So ming pabo 5 ke okono back where bomode ni okono ba coffee ready no tao face sure of the number. Just reach out to me. Must send with flyer. Kono face sure koni oka send the shika keti ekonklu oyi wala don wad. So chame kanyame tumoboni you gan traditional council nakai emo kayeli ni esanishikwe wana ye amemli ake ameba ye neke sanine na kan no emo kayeli na kan no wobe na kan emo kayeli ya amemi ninke ole infe yake nke nibi kome chon boshi nka ya ba cha ke no mameni makwado na mba afa shi imbata ko bi e no ni boli cheme ka mi ake no coffee na kan o fe mistake ke chon mambi ani mambi ana now letter na enye fenye na ni maybe a comment here letter na wow before I post the online one nation homo she watching it one kwano na mba fe she ole one follow debate any ya no ye online. No we decide that it's anywhere you because me quite debate any ya no ye online. Me na ke you see F1 fail look I'm a me why I'm telling you F1 fail ye me why ni ole those of us ni what na can be if we decide not to speak then we are consenting to F1 fail. One in a channel before a online. We could have done a show on it, but we decided, okay, our Chucky, what going on? I'm baffled. She weak name here. What follow debate there? Your Facebook, your WhatsApp platform, sano. What follow? Now, this is the letter. Keji Okwe. It is from the traditional council. Let me zoom it out. Koni ona le ojubang dienche. Now, okay, clear. So, in the Judicial Committee of the Traditional Council, hearing notice to parties, suit number GTC/JCU, I believe, /21, between Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie plaintiffs and 5 others, versus Elvis Amugi and 1 other defendants, to Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie Tono, the other one that looked like an E, Tono, and 5 others. Ameji plaintiffs say, take notice that this case will come up for hearing on Tuesday, the 28th day of October 2025 at 9 a.m. at the Traditional Council, Accra. When a case is called and you do not appear and answer, the Judicial Committee may proceed to hear the case in your absence. Issued at the Traditional Council, Accra, this 13th day of October 2025. Signed, Registrar. Now, I can tell you, okay, when I got my letter on the 13th, they didn't get it till like whatever, but that's fine. My name is Obaka. It got stuck in the middle. Shout outs to you, Uncle Johnny. Shout outs to you, Afiache, Kwashi, Nabi, Boba. Ofine, Ami Gonti. Kejo Uncle Mi Gonti, like emotion, the same thing. Love emojis and they flow. Share more, Niami, share more. Now, so this was the letter. Ni what in the channel a couple of days later, ni nakeo Ablade TV a posted no me one na we didn't say anything about it. We just kept quiet. One quiet, no ni ame bafi. Ni Ablade posted nagbene nage me kan me platforms, other various platforms no ni me boy yuemo can be. We decided no, we need to tackle it this Saturday. So here you are. Chairman Kanyame. Inke the Traditional Council. Bana ke wale ni ame yo ni shikwe keji amenfe no koe ame ba fe ne kesane gantete fe ba he ameye ake abatuni na tro ya no kwale mi na fe no ni sa koni gantete fe na no kwale na ke okay shiane ama ame yo shiane je ama ame yo na kan no ame luzu ni ame luzu na kan gbana because of amaleke kutumpo ne blageme, and I will show you. I don't just speak. I will show you. And I know you are discerning. You will make the case for yourself. Look, maybe, just maybe. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie maybe, just maybe. The Tete side, Yate will be maybe. But how do you expect us to believe and to accept whatever decision ni about favor the other side there in good faith? Clearly, you've already played your hand. You've played your hand. You more fame where your preference. How do you expect people to take whatever you're going to do in good faith? How? Now, don't blame me, Nitete. Just last week, okay, shout out to you, Atago. Aye, gan, say, yele, just last week, right? Hello, last week. But last week, I forgot, say, yele, gan, say, yele. Just last week, right? Just last week. Now, Dabi, not you ami. Min tanga no kwa chombo before nke ene me ba chombo. Boy not you. Kayochi. Ene mlancho. Ene there you go. Ene min chombo even the video ba no me. I'ma send the video. Ma. I'm 1 second. I'ma send the video. You kwa video. No kwa video. I'ma send the video ma. Do. You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on. Now, last week, Saturday, Agega, Senyele. Nano. Kaya Chon. Na Akwaah Mensah. Nuumo Akwaah Mensah nale. Na Nuumo Akwaah Mensah. Last week, you know, Kaya Chon. Nale. Nuumo Akwaah Mensah ne. Yes, Engineer. Nale. Ega Kelvin Taki. So just last week, just last week, now Akwaah Mensah, the president of the so-called council. Mini, akawo jomonhwe. Ateshina ba na ke oh, ene kwele sanene eche bi e chonsane what disposal of. Ameba no wa no ba yue na mejeje na me ya. Ni kan fa na ke what tasane no. That's last week. Last week ne. Tell me why ne Saniga traditional council anya ta ne kisane no. This is just last week. Tell me why. The judge is in bed with one of the parties in the case. In Germany, the judge is in bed with one of the parties in the case. How do you expect us? How? How do you expect us? How? Judge here in Germany, the judge is in bed with one of the parties in the case. No. Just last week, this is one of the parties with the so-called president of the traditional council. Look, this current generation of Gandang baby, we will any what take you don't look, we will continue to call that bullshit out. Because was say, and we cannot continue like that. Look, it's money machine. This sort of gun can be. No, I don't. Ni nyetia me menye kaka o nyeke wo banye wo bolo ahun na gani tete ebu mo ne taje ne bolo wo ke no nye ano nyefia. That's him. A couple of weeks ago, the guy need a drive bicycle from Germany Keba. Sempe manche leta de. Sempe manche nale. Akwaah Mensah ekon Benizuma ba na Akwaah Mensah nale. Na Sempe manche. Na Kelvin Taki right there. And then pictures upon pictures. It's all over. Over an army go like him show me. Call over fit away no like him show me. No. That's it. Nale. Nuumo Akwaah Mensah again. Look, the traditional councils need will have all. I'm a modus operandi. No one a reflector. The original House of Chiefs. Same thing. Same thing. When there are two people fighting, you don't call up to one person. Ninye keleba tuning. Where Nissan the Kanya ye ninye. That's him. Okay? Maybe le asaneye. Maybe le asaneye. Shikanye ye sani ojogbang. Nika tetefe ba anake. Sanene atano. Abo mo fe mo tue. Wakwe no fe no ne sani wakwe. What follow no fe no ne sani what follow. Ni waba conclusion. Ake Nuumo Akwaah Mensah jimoni asaneye Nae Wulomo. Nuumo agbene wakelemba wati amiye. Te fi ote ni bani me aye. Nisane kanya ye so many years. So many years. And you've been working with him for so many years. How do you expect the ordinary person to believe okay, you guys will adjudicate the case fairly? You've already co-opted him. You've already done what? Co-opted him. How do you expect? How do you expect us? The traditional council cannot and should not sit on this case. Cannot and should not sit on this case. They should go outside of the traditional council. Ni ameche lumu konklome. Ye pokpa e komano. Ni abua mena ni ametashi. The traditional council cannot and should not and must not sit on this case. They cannot. Nuumo Akwaah Mensah. Ya do tinto. Kevin Taki. Ni akrashi. Ni do saki. They cannot. They cannot. How do you tell me when you've been working with one party all these it's been years. Yes, you expect me to believe all of a sudden no na nukwale. You expect na nukwale. And all of a sudden, on ake Nuumo Akwaah Mensah, jail asane no chesane kono kick out. Come on, guys. Okay, look. Biamini ye no me ni bi come social media media online platforms no me fai. Biane eba. You guys should know. Okay, every single move you make will be put under scrutiny. Every single move you make will be put under scrutiny. Every single move. Gone are those days. The earlier you lots realize that, the better. Every single move you lots make will be put under scrutiny. Maybe I shouldn't use lots. Every single move you make will be scrutinized. Every single move. Gone are those days. Ni the ordinary gun. Gone are those days. And get the earlier you realize that, the better. Every single thing you do will be scrutinized. Because God no need to fly check ye cheme shie hanye. Jena can go on in your show a how or be. We are old enough. No witness no ni one ni me fe. One ni me na me shigan e hanye. Some of us are old enough. We saw the way now me running gun, and clearly you are a disappointment to your own fathers. This is not the gun that they left you with. Gun boninye fele, ke boninye chomole, ke boninye totole, je neke jigan, ninye cheme, wani meshe hanye. Ni no ninye shue ha wo, We do not want to leave that kind of a gun to what being in here will say. And so, like I said, every single decision you guys make will be scrutinized. This is a new age. It is not the age of our grandfathers anymore. Now, squad, squad. There goes the squad. Nuumo Akwaah. Hello, squad. That's the squad. Squad there. Squad there. Now, I mean, squad there no na TV no squad there. That's the squad. I mean, control no fair no gun. Squad there. Now, Nuumo Akwaah Mensah has been an integral part of the traditional council for years. Nyentao nye yanu kwale. Nyentao waye. Nyentao wa believe in ye. Kebatabiani. Maba. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie atole 2010. 2 years before ato Nuumo Akwaah Mensah. 2 freaking years. Dani atule. Once again. Inje Nae. I'm not gonna pretend like in le Nae we kusani ojogba ni matadabi inje mlenche ninje pompo de nje nle wasani ojogba. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I get in le Nae we ku sani ojogba ni le min dikri kedekre dabi mi malebo nle. She atomoko 2010. 2 years later than atomoko. Ajile na plale na failure ni sani yani achom lagbena nike jele yopo aba jele jeme ebu atwe ngemi a mblofo gbe achom justice achom lagbena nike jele yopo aba jele kejejeme alo akele ba pasashi eja ga pa Wulomo na ga ke Wulomo pe apa aga Wulomo pasashi shi ajile na plale moko gbokla mpo yemi nikaye biamini ato Nuumo Akwaah Mensah he's been working with the traditional council all these years te fiote wa bae waye ake abayi anukwale te fiote wa bae waye ake abayi anukwale. Last year ni 2 years ago ni family etejeme for Sane Concloe ni ashwa me yan led by Miriam Chen grandpa ni gbese. Like I know he was the architect. I don't want to say the architect, but he was the main person. Grandpa, like I know obo modern ye shiba mi. Ona bi Jimmy. Nye makwo yin. She grandpa. Like yibi ye ni nye wo. Ni like I know otami ojogba grandpa obo modern. Grandpa, wo blanta wo ko age you not forced kwa. Grandpa, you not forced. I think I should play you that video just a little bit. Ni okwaake manage no ni traditional. I mean, if it touch all the thing, if past is prologue, right? If past is prologue, and you can trust these people to adjudicate this case fairly, right? If the past is prologue, anima trauma. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. This is what happened. The last time, ni so-called a check case in it. This is what happened. I think they went there on something else. I'm not sure even it was this case, but the way nigga tried sound there, baba. Nyenatri. Sound there, baba. Sound there, baba. Nyenatri. You get me and grandpa. In grandpa, you know force. You know force. You know force. Look at the way they were treated. Then grandpa batashi. Get sound there, baba. Not tree. Eshe. Now, Eshe and Agbenes and Imani sound there by here.
New economic manufacturing. In the two, they will be the Chairman and being a share.
I think I get any in look once again. Premise now make a tweet. I mean, no, now make a tweet. I mean, they were completely wrong. The proper history will tell you, okay. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie le koete. Nike koete. Once again, you mean you look back again can. Ni ekechun dantu. Ni dantu kebaya nungwa. Keke aka confirm. Ake lele boni le Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. Ekane ebe na kain pepe penny. Je lantejawe ni kote. Lantejawe inke chuloni. Ke Nuumo Nae Larkote Aduawushie ekane ebe e sete calendar. Neke chuo dantu. Ye dantu kote. That is the proper history. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie e yomo dani mo fe mo ba. Le gbomo ne yomo dani mo fe mo ba. Yes, le janu chumo le bo neke bo fe mo neke bo fe no neke. So lanteja we kote. Ni lanteja we ba ko amete. Nikele numu e den chele we tashine fe calendar. Kakele ba fe. Look, I understand. And that goes to show you how the way Nika traditional council is a dysfunctional entity. Because thank you, the whistle. Right. So both way. Aya nungwa correct me. Kele numu e kote ne kwa chu dantu ni dantu e ba notify dantu ke ba ha nungwa ake noni ji ne e kwa bokete la wa ake. Ni numu e kanene date calendar boni numu e bule no ne si je dantu ne ba kote e ba kanene kwa nungwa ne yalo nungwa ba kanene na ba chele ni akmale dabi je na kanene kele numu e fe calendar ne tashi ne e fe no e kwa chu dantu ni dantu kaya bokete la wengo ne akele ne ke chonle calendar no ne afine ne ke jiboni wo ba yale boni wo ba fe wo kusumi ene gbin ni wo ba fe wo kusumi ene. Si jele dantu ele kote. Atoton history afitele. You understand? And like, once again, I can understand why they were called. Because I release a komo. Dani numwe no leaky. Numwe no leaky mo leaky. Ni eliki. Now, keji wanjanu kwale ni wafe wani bi oduba. We will not get to the point where any traditional council eba release the date. Ni numwe date bajekpo neka traditional council no eya no ojogban because we follow the right procedures because kusumi we fail ojogban no woni na kan no ba no she nye kwa the way na treat am eje me
ni me kana ga ga ni shelo diga te woji pam kameli ila tu pare okay watching ba give me special of
Another thing, lantejanwe, cheme, lantejanwe, ago manche gemi. Nin dako fe inge mi ina ayo odako lamti. We mi ina ayo odako lamti ba ye manye lantejanwe. Lantejanwe Aduawushie Wulomo. No nin dako fe nli aka ame chakile na ame to manche. Na be dan tu Wulomo. Ka me aka wo dan tu Wulomo ngene jigbete lenle. Cheme kenye menye kan. Shimi ni min da e machine miye. Nke lantejanwe ame Aduawushie Wulomo. Ame to manche ke manye. Abeko abedantu manche dantu eto manche ke manye dantu Wulomo awo nke ka to manye ye lanteja we mina ayo da kolamte e ba ye lanteja we manye af moko efe na lanteja we nyo lanteja we ntinse nke enye ko nko ba jono echoko no le papa le ni elidu amekusum fe mo gan mo fe mo chole kankan ye e papa I'm a last born. Jimmy na ayo da kolamte. Kankan. E papa my last born. Kankan e papa e cheni fole. I'm a last born. Jimmy na ayo da kolamte. The same mother, the same father. They step, they are fan. I'm a 11. He saw in a peji yo pe last born. Le peji yo. He fe nunjo. Nyemeni yo gabanye le atanumo. Papa goni ge ona ba atanumo inte pata ke bonyo song pata atanumo ele se oji mina dantu igemini ato manche dantu Aduawushie Wulomo ye dantu ameto manche ni eyi Wulomo owo mu ameto manche ni eyi Wulomo owo mu dantu afite kusumi akpata ganye Nka wa yue abaka gbeke bi gbo injiwo ni wa buumo. Nka benele papale atanumo nyemeni nye daegan you know atanumo. Moko bega obana atanumo boyhead. Nka obo atanumo inte pata ne ba gonye song pata. Mo fe mo kele sure gbeke o onukpa o atanumo. A beloved man in the whole of Kamashi. Nyemeni nye fafi obana etwa bintin no me the only bintin group ye Ghana atanumo ye. Let's say ojina. I'm a fe kankan. Ninye na ne nyo lanteja we kusumi ye. E papa nyeme jiame. Ninda kwelaga ye dantu Wulomo. Abed dantu manche na abed dantu manye. Ato eko. I'm patani bi aye. Nka wa yue na mekpene. I'm fite kusumi. Mbe dantu Wulomo yo. Ato manche. Ni Wulomo mo ne sana mewu kabata bia na mebe Wulomo. Nke ameto manche. Ni Wulomo mo ne sana mewu kabata bia ne amebe Wulomo. Nomo lidi na to manche. Kawa yue abaka wa tabia ni wonfo nu pa ni wo le no ni wo yuo ni gbeke bibi ji wo ni wonfe ni ne. Kani nke kafia nyeme nyele nyika nchonya ninje kani blufu awie mo lakabo kani shirt ke tie lakabo. I'm a pure Gamashi boy, pure proper. Let's go on.
You know that is short face. I think I will find.
We should be. I tell you we should do. We need to go the first. I told you no one like here for me. Also, I think about what.
What traffic? Just me down no the way any conversation now me introduce more no. You can see the sort of animosity Nigga traditional council display towards me. They had a preconceived Nuumo to do this. They brought them there to humiliate them.
Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie Nae Wulomo Go at you, she on the farm. The fan, I told me, boy, Larkote.
Nibane do maye. Mbeji Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie Vrs.
Kana mkoye ko. Fane Larkote Aduawushie niga ke woche ke amembia ke Nae Wulomo.
You see, another disrespect. I mean, fite kusumi e kawa yue. And this is where it all started. Le shinche, bomanche, o chesiche. Le shinche, bomanche, o biake Nae Wulomo yo. What is the history, Nioli? What is the history, Nioli? But because I make pata kusumi, no na Wulomo ye jame wo Wulomo ya tradition. Maybe the Wulomo bibi they can go there. Maybe Wulomo bibi. Maybe Wulomo bibi. See Wulomo nuk paye. I'm a benoko klomo ye traditional council. I'm a jishikon lawyer. I'm a jicheme dienche. Jenye mancheme. So ba biake I'm a magia cheme miniji history na ameli. Ake onukpa ni nye ganye. Miniji history na ameli. Miniji history na ameli. Because mokomie e kwanta kosun nye ne tajen. Let's go on.
Woloni Akwaah Achi Wulomo Vrs. Ake Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. Ake wo ha bunu wo yo ke ha cheme ani nkulu pa ni wo fa ba wa bu chema.
Niga. Nime. Game. Bana amembia mkele.
You see the sort of, you see, what would you buy? The guy answered, Ake wolona ake ba, ache numu egbe mi. Shi ake weku. No ame fame weku icho. Ni enyi ame yi ekeba. Still, ni sempeke, she fe se wambia ke Nae Wulomo yo. That will enjoy no. Ebi sani first na jiena ake woloni nyeke ha wo achi wa Wulomo tai ake weku no ofa weku ichu na aba ni sempe na ale she still won be ake Nae Wulomo yo. They did this on purpose. Niele boni amefene na me ani jemfe na chemeka nyeme jufo no nye ba fie enwe nye ani mo fe mo anan. Put it on camera. The whole of Gamashi, they want to see this. Mokoke should be held in camera. No. This should not be held in camera. No. It must be made public for every single person to see. if you guys want us to even trust a little bit of the decision in your me, like I've said, and look, not just me alone. A whole lot of people believe see, if you guys want just a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, bloggers say Jamestown TV, BNA TV, Ablade TV, Nom GH TV, call every single one of them, Choco Youth TV, broadcaster live. Ni wa fe wa kwe, no ni nyeba no. No ni ba ya no. Boni ye humiliate ya me, ne fia ni wa fe wa kwa. Aga lela ni nyeba ya no kwale lo. This is of paramount interest to every single Gandangbenyo. This is of paramount interest. Nibi ni ekok gansusuma ye ekwe. Ene fitai. Shout out to you, Momo Klabe. Ene fitai. Shout out to you, Man Venus. Ene fitai eko. Nyecha, Jamestown TV. Inyemi, Fio, Niabe, BNA, Mr. Mingle, Nyechame, Nom GH, Mr. Mills, Nyechame, Weku TV. All our brothers. Niame Chuone, Kenu Chumone. Nyechame, na meba broadcast ale live. Niga te fe kwe. Nye nukwale yelie. Kenye liake lele yenye tria be nye ba ya nukwale. Nye broadcast ale live. Niga te fe kwe. Nye nukwale yeli. Let's go on.
Nae Wulomo.
Yo.
Larkote Aduawushie Vrs. The one need that very watch. I mean, you can get she know what that Nuumo Ibanya and Dubai or Rafa Michele. And I'm trying to do that. Well, no, in fact, it joy if you war back only about the because a barely at a man in here Larkote Aduawushie it no idea
Started me and then Nuumo Larkote
the dish chicken Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. Nae Wulomo. Egbe your letter your watch if you want to okay. What bear you okay show.
Namoni tole. The guy who ascended the throne through a coup is asking ake namoto Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. The guy who was not legitimately installed, the guy who ascended the throne through a coup is asking ake namoni tole. Matim yego cheme ibuomo wae everybody na elemi ke obi ame amba ke buake no ni amena ni fio a TV na no Jamie amena. Every single person will tell you this is not me. Cheni for me. I can be a chosi ene. Inye ni for me. It can be in touch. Didn't be mean kwabwake. Imbile no ne. Mandarin kwewo. I'm sure. Mandarin ne na ke min fe ne kendo kwe. Get the way ni you Mandarin e ba fe e ba titi bonone. O so for titi bonone. Cheme ibu omo wai. Inya kwele ka to bo bia me chose me rough mi nke dada bi say na you ame ekojimi ona yeah me mama back dada ba jimi she me akọ mi inya kwele ejio mi I'm not I je gbeke bi mama back na yi ame de eko ajio mi so mbu omo wa Banyan Potogan in Fitegan. Once again, the guy ni I install ile achon kusung bena papa na ke ba tole chimwe fe ku ne ke ba chon manche e biake namoto Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. Eba efe manche dani kusumi na sana chu ale le mon e biake namoto Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. Kawa yue nye me komeni ame sumo ame sane na ame support ame na ame feel ame say ame feel like won fe no ko choni o chale dabi nye me je na kan onim shishi je na kan nye sande do me nye me I love you guys can you na kan in our trouble with my people, but I appreciate every single one of you. All of you guys are doing amazing. Nye chunu chumo jogba kan wagan, and I appreciate that.
Larkote Aduawushie beaucoup non ma papa ji o oni okay yeah asusu
Once again, the guy in gene fe ku ne ke ba fan doctor adoto obuo, a diplomat. He humiliated the man. The man did not only serve Ghana, but he served Ghana for a while. He was near Adoto Obuo doctor. Was the one controlling the affairs of Ghana Traditional Council. I know in Indako Yagan TV no acting Gamanche. Hello, acting president of the Ghana Traditional Council. Eba fan like coup. I humiliate le. I strip le naked. Now parade le in the streets of Gamashi. Humiliated. He has the audacity to ask Ake Namo Tomoko. And once again, there goes Grandpa. Grandpa, you know for school. Grandpa, try class. This very thing, no fair. Grandpa, a bang man. And Grandpa, I think you owe this man an apology. Grandpa, respectfully. Grandpa, you owe this man an apology. And Grandpa, respectfully, permit me. I can not be anima yue. Dani mbokwa yue yese. Ona bi Jimmy. So anima yue. Mi ona bile anima yue. Aga nini nekeshi tamone. Boni otele nini eja kula.
Jambo tu
Nae Wulomo. Iba ojam.
je ko fa ni mo jalal fa le
Quelqu'un d'autre m'avait mis qui ben
Aduawushie fa le ni me quand bi o gbe na Aduawushie
c'est plus akana motone. Non mi tam de oui. Mi tam ile Igbenaye. Aduawushie.
Akwaah ya Aduawushie meji boko nupa. Nae boko nupa. Larkote Aduawushie. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie.
No, people say they no gain na. Akemi to le. O ka wo ku to le.
Nuumo Uchami
Jambo tu.
Akwaah nta ni oha ise ni gake ya kwa so ya ya keshi. Uye sani uye case ya bi ene. Almost over 3 years ba ne. Ye neke issue ne. Achapu. She no one but a dear Nini are trying to make a case. I can walk homework, Canada, England, Roman. No teaching over there. I have a letter I can see.
So Benyenu Nae Wulomo case at yeli to in cable at the beginning of the video. No po, but they brought that in. And once again, Nini, you know force seriously.
After 10 o'clock, no bar. Because what he here, I'm a beer of me. Well, yes, Sunday Porten will be any a chapel. 3 years, not 3 and over years. You can get a sheet like I say, Oba, Anna, I don't chair. It is a fair way. Not be on the way.
Wo ka go di buku nupa ka ahye.
You will go back here.
Ibo to wo mo. Ibo to wo mo.
No, actually, then I will be 2010. No, I told you that you
Na mo to le.
see a yearly, I will see or she a will.
Na mo me buku nupa ko shi.
Oko party the Modia get a choice. She no piano, ya gay. Lua, ya gay or like now fear who shoot no piano, not a lever.
Di track bu ye na ka le ko wa ye na ko le.
Many Maka see and she no me a walk.
O bi an wo di shi o nupa.
Yes.
Ni mo se
Ye wrong, Boku. Nae Boku back.
Then I call it boy.
In bed, no me in the family.
I will walk as something about you.
It's an idea. See,
Some of the capacity to
into no other she Nae Boku. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. Nishia Boku a woman. Not a woman to me. Not Jimmy Poor. Very.
really about I don't believe I put you if I were your God. Nama Manena.
Nuumo to body Ulu Billy at Wobie, no be a belle in it. She or case here be any Nuumo. They do one only a Jane. Or case any of your not check well. Well, me a be all Igbo bar, yea, I can see a baby minute. You know, you by the letter a hour. I can see you. Oba Kunoba Bodo here, a pair of a look in my ear. No, about the sea. So why not be your name?
I put you power, live your machine. Not to work. None after way up home.
I can wear choco. And it was she on the pan a woman. I can wear choco. I can be a choco. Until what is your banana, then about Jimmy walking at home. Shaka okay, see again, one for me, rock, a for me.
What's your alone and shall go more? You can I put you power and the go on my
kuche fawo efe wo je le ko ni wo ba mo fi amali ni be baba wo echi na ka ko je mo echi na ka si bi ane ni wo leta e bi ni wo nko pa ke si aba chewo o space ko ni anabo ni ina ke se ba gbe ke kusu koko me na ba fi se ka fi wo
the case
ayeko
the traditional council where ihe ku ne wo mo ku ne e aka le wo
ga
sale
ayeko
wo te ba le ten ni ke wo jo aka shi ya ba du mo ba the capacity ni ni wa because o yo mo ta ka bude je ale se a no ji ba ko ya ku bi e wa ko ba ku bi lo sale ni e ati den ku ayeko wo minimum de ke de ko ha ma bi aka ayero ni wala de
ko fare ye uru ma ngora ne echa eji o sale
ni capacity ba de o ka mu ji ko ba wo mu
be no ba wo ba ke hale wa ke si eji na mo ni hale igbe ke afide de ge wo je ibe wa le wo ine ba
ana ahi wala da ba ha mu because they say what recognize to go akabo ba chop wa akashi abubu na yo to ba they are going to say they ni go we dey to da akashi ayewu no go to akabo wo ko pa den te no yo den wole bu what they do out there for na mo ko wale
ni bo no yo le na kan wo shian onupa afe shian le sa ke onupa ba je le wa awo mi agbere ye wo kesi eni yo e ba tradition kan se e ja kesi anya ye so be ne o no ni na nye le yobo no e gba ayeko
ni wo tele ni wala je mo na je ka fi na ka wule
ni je ma ngora aje na wele
o brother je the commune capacity kwa je na o ke position pa
okay ni e ja kesi ma ye ko fi we ene le ga kasi ile ake no ko to re ke ji onti ni leta ni ejebi e ake so mi ake wo leta fun ejebi e ake si no ko to re ke no
na mo han wo do e
nwele nye mali ewo ke brother je e ba ton mo ni ha ejipo eke
ni se o ba wa bo e ani to
Fara wo yi. Sẹ́mẹ̀lẹ̀ fara mi bàyẹ̀ ló wáyé. Ó fara ẹ̀kẹ́ hàn ó fara chọ́ mi ní wọ́ Larkote. Kẹ̀ hàn kálàndà ní jìpó ẹ̀. Jẹ́ wọ̀tẹ́ ìmògò ní ẹ̀jìpó. Ṣé wọ́ chẹ̀ Jordan Dodu. Lẹ ẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ mímẹ́ ẹ̀kùn náà sàn nígbà. Lẹ́jí mo ní broadcast ẹ̀kẹ́ ìgbẹ̀ social media. Ó fà si che Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie Nae Wulomo le fi wu.
Subana be koke. You are the koke ake. You know the. She come. Ekwe na koke. Na shite.
Vale. Nume ka koke.
Ekwe na shite.
Vale ke lo.
Namo, ofana onamo.
Ó fà ne iwe kulu pa ni.
Ibo ko nu pa ni ye. Beke yesa ni ye.
Ó fà ne.
Beke ache.
Ó fà ne.
Adi teme.
Ó fà ne.
O mi ni ni wala ye ka fina kama.
Ó fà ne ewale le ba je Nuumo eli. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie.
Esale na aji na ko na kebite na kaiwa.
No le ja le kenye ewi. Le edro program. Ni mo gbe ko le kenye agbona.
Nini capacity ke do program?
Le eke capacity le ke draw program ba ke
Larkote
kapale ni pa yan fa. Capacity ni eke draw na ka program eji. Ene ya ke le bi Nae Wulomo. Ojo le ne na ka.
Wole aka yesale.
Ó fà ne wole.
Aye.
Ó fà ne davi.
What if you are thinking na aka na
Eji ake akele chop usumi ketike ba
Don't be on the hacker, I could take power if you are. Now you are that's academic.
fane mi noni ibanina bini noni ibanina ji ni awole ni afe kusun fe han le ni abashian na mi ni ebalake ake na iwe sande enyo je me ni abaye wo amedan ke agbena kan sande enyo na o fane we ko en keleba ni o fane we ko Larkote Aduawushie bu ni keleba o fane piye to amese o fane si no mi me ni keleba ame to amese ni ko wa ka ye no hapo ni bo odamono no chike se to ja ke be na che fe piye to amese do ke
chike se isale ye ni na di temi ni di he wala de ka to no ne na mo anya na kan de
le gbenana hale no na kusun cheme ni hale
ni ko bo ko nu ba ni tashi akani atole akere takasi awu ko nu ba akere ba ton we de bila sa
o fa le no ni eke ake sisi je bi no ni be fi o ba wo imo sani amono fe no na ga no a enye anya kan ya chon ni
obi ake Nuumo Akwaah le fe wulo alunye le hayi alunye la koke
o fa le fe wo lo e si e ha ko gba ke
le fe wulo
o fa le fe wo lo
o la ke be wa le de ki la kan
ye gbe ni amule na
tuwe
o fa le
ya
ya
be e wa ne
ya
ke fi la kan wulo igbe abo igbe
gbe ni kan le no
Okay, yes or no?
o fa le eye igbe
You see,
la ka je ni
nyani grandpa you abi ko di ma stop the what bote ni bi kuma.
e fe ku we da tu bo ye no e kwa mi le
ogbe
bele ka fe afa se ni ka ko na fi se bi na fi ko abe ame dutu alo datu mi datu ke mi male o da bi bi ko pa se Nuumo ko pa be kan fe datu ni ko e fi o kan o Canada o ke ke ye igbe ye bu ye de datu ke fe ka ba dan mi agontie ni ke ni bi ma pe ko be fe o ba ko pe mi na ke Aduawushie na iro ndako se manina ko se mu
Fala, vai para falar que for na mensagem.
manina ko se mu ka ke ko se mu chame ke me ni yo be no mo ju ko se mu no mo ju ko se mu me ju ko da me de ma so ma toni no mo ju ko se mu de ma toni ka ko se mu beji Nuumo Akwaah ni di enyo Nuumo Akwaah Mensah ni di enyo na ego mo ba to se 1962 na wo Nuumo ya de akana ego mo never to se.
You see, this is where I have a problem with grandpa. So grandpa could go as far back as Noni Lebanina, which was 19 before Noe, and the grandpa say ne kwake before okusenu ke numo tete ani ato me kome before e basha no inda ka me shi awu ameye nengme ameje. Grandpa, this very sitting you didn't try at all, grandpa. You didn't. And the way you humiliated this family was uncalled for. All of you, but especially the way ni ordinary grandpa, maybe when it got to your turn, no, that I corrupt kusumi. And just a little bit of research would have probably shown you, okay, Dabi. Because if you can only go back to 1960, no go, alone 1950, no go na to Okuse Nune go 1962. Aboy Nae Wulomo yeche. Aye Nae Wulomo yeche. Before Ayikushi ke we be a jagono keba. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie Vrs. Now, a lot of you enough. Me turning can look watch. Once again, in me, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that in le Nae with Sandy Darby. I'm not gonna sit here. Yeah, Grandpa Ebomodi. Now, I think let's start with CC Randolph. Ya wolu edenche ye bi bona. Awa kwa no ni CC Randolph ke. Now, wolu edenche de. Awa makan kan efen ya abo. Mi kan shishi klag be ma abo. Page 10. Kejo ye CC Randolph wolu ekwe belemo page 10. Ni waya the last paragraph. Actually, let me zoom it out. Konye ni makanye ona ojuba. Last paragraph, okay? The other settlers were the Lays. As we find mentioned, the family of Larkote Aduawushie is equal to Kote of Le, who is known to have been on the coast with his people before the Akwaahs removed thither. The brother of Larkote with the name Lateboy was acknowledged by the Dutch by an instrument drawn, which was afterwards carved on the silver-handed cane of the priest of Nae. Oshin. Oh, Oshin, you try me by mistake because Oshin, sure you know it. Bonichishi. Yeah, me 1 second. All right. Let's go. So, both way. The other settlers were the Lays, as we find mentioned, the family of Larkote Aduawushie, which is Kote of Le, who is known to have been on the coast with his people before the Akwaahs removed thither. The brother of Larkote with the name Lateboy was acknowledged by the Dutch government. So this family was acknowledged by the Dutch government at the time. And by an instrument drawn. So they actually, they put something on paper. They drew an instrument of which peole, which was afterwards carved on the silver-handed cane of the priest of Nae as the king of Accra in 1734. So in 1734, the Nae akavinoko yeniemi na kebwake we find mention the family of Larkote Aduawushie. Now, ene MJ Fields wolo ene social organization of the Ga people. Anima kane another page mahabo. Okay, this is Nitete TV. Nye nko da na ke no ni inle maka ebu anu kwali bona. Now maka ne kaje shishi she means money any ni zoom le ona bia na eji any meet yo nko ba ngeje me abo no kwe. The making of Accra. Introduction. It was probably at the end of the 16th century that the Ga-speaking immigrants began to arrive and settle among the lagoon-worshipping Peshi Aborigines. The immigrants were families of refugees fleeing in separate parties from Tetetutu and other Benin parts, probably traveling along the beach. Some of the parties consisted of one extended family with its family god and led by its family priest. Others consisted of more than one family. These parties were the Ga, Boni, the Ga, Wa, the Ga, Mashi, De, Obutu. The first three parties were Ga speaking and say that they came down the Niger from inland before traveling along the coast. The Obutu people came down the Volta from inland, spoke a tree dialect known as Obutu, so Obutu me wakame fe fangbekeba, and did not practice circumcision. The Obutu and Ga refugees fraternized during the journey along the coast. The Gaboni or La people settled at La Doku on the La Loi Lagoon near Pampram. The Gawa were Bokete Lawes people, who we have already learned settled in the villages of Wadoku, Washagban, etc. Now, early days of Gamashi, the Gamashi party, which consisted of about 7 families, came to Accra. There it split up into 2 halves. One half was under Nitete and Nimwe, the Wulomo of the gods, Nae and Oyeni. Now, Amakaneko, the Gamashi party, which consisted of about 7 families, came to Accra. There it split up into 2 halves. One half was under Ni Tete and Ni Moe, the Wulome of the gods Nae and Oyeni respectively. These gods were sea gods, and their people were fishing people, and they settled by the shore near the site of Fort James. Nimoe's group became known as the Sempe people. Ni Tete had 2 sons, Larkote Aduawushie, Larkote Aduawushie, and Late Boy. Beno Nani Chemeni, represent Nae Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie family. Bejine no so na mecho. Acho mi Late Boy, acho mi Neka Wushi, acho mi Neke. That's their family. Now, these gods were sea gods, and their people were fishing people, and they settled by the shore near the site of Fort James. Nimoe's group became known as the Sempe people. Ni Tete had 2 sons, Larkote Aduawushie and Late Boy. The latter also being known as Boitono, Fe owner the same family. Beje no nani amenche ga traditional council fe be so nche abue fe nche abue. Or Boitolo. Larkote Aduawushie succeeded his father as Nae Wulomo. Nibuatui. Social organization of the Ga people. MJ Fields. Me koto da name ka history kwe. Ya read the MJ Fields. Ya read the MJ Fields. Ya read MJ Fields. E konkan your hand boy. E konkan your hand boy. This is Nitete TV. Well, you are no kwale ebie. Beni onani Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie family e cho. No so one. Boitono Late Boy achefen yebie. Achefen. Now, Larkote Aduawushie succeeded his father as Nae Wulomo, and Boitono became Nyongo Chawe Wulomo. Boitono was succeeded by Boy Bokwe. Later, I'm a kind of few. Later, when they organized themselves to war, the Nae Wulomo at the time now Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie achegbe akoklai Larkote Aduawushie ni tete kanimwe ni tete ye bienyo mokomie achole Larkote Aduawushie mokomie achole boy tono Larkote Aduawushie leba ye che na jia ake Nae Wulomo le ebaye che na jia ake Nae Wulomo. Later, when they organized themselves for war, the Nae Wulomo remained the ruler. And Yongochawe's owners became one of the houses to provide a manche or recipient of the stool medicine. Now, Animakane, I think I saw something here too on this very page. Ni ewe Larkote Aduawushie Sani Eko. I mean 1 second. Yeah, I mean 1 second. In a no kong ya bi 1 second. I think it was here. You know what? Let me leave it. Let me leave it. We'll move on. So, once again, this clearly settles it. Now, there were other sources. Ni kane, ni inna. Something of this same nature. Ninkaneabo. Yeah, Mina Chole, MJ Fields Woluemi, ke CC Randolph Woluemi. In the other sources, ni verify this same take. Now take it. So the idea, ake Larkote Aduawushie ko be ko Nae Wulomo, dan it is not true. Now, Beatrice Ebisani, what we've been told, Giakeshi, because Larkote Aduawushie, it is a highly spiritual position. Ni le numwe ne jeshishi. Eche le no di jimoni a reincarnator. So keji ete ni a reincarnate koe. Atuo mokonklon ye enajiami. Kata biami ni eba femini eba reincarnate ekong. So ameji no banana numo tete Nuumo Akwaah Mensah keno. So Beatrice osanie enajie mone le numwe keji e reincarnate koe ato moko. She awo moko ni ekwo ese. No se kwalo ameji meni awo Akwaah Mensah awo tete and the likes. Bona she can numwe reincarnate here le seni moko kele pele. So no wani onagbei to Nuumo tete onagbei to Nuumo Akwaah Mensah. She can numwe lenche a reincarnate le lenche sen ni beba tano. Now, because ame se kola mo fe mo ne ekwo se iwo ame ka to ame fi afili ame fi ono go na chole banka ona ke afe wo nche pese ni ete wo mi obana ka ke fi ame obana ke aba fin pa e ka shino black, white and brown di onoko bona ke wo nche graduate from a one school dani afiola afili se kola bi amefion banka shi le Larkote Aduawushie le ke ebadi enche le efion afili di enche. So kenye kwa Nuumo Akwaah Mensah fi banka efion afili shi le Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie le efion afili di enche. Kenye kwa Nuumo Akwaah Mensah efi banka ba no bana black, white ke brown ashino ete tumo one cheni efe pese ete one kasemo school ke graduate dida na afion la afili kwa Nuumo Akwaah Mensah ke Nuumo tete fe amefe banka amefi. she le Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie le efi afili di enche. You understand what I'm saying? Efi afili di enche. Bonu chichi. Ona. So mini ewo ni many all these years. Ameje Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie no miye ni amefe na ato afi bankan mini ewo. Na ka afili e fon ame mini ewo. It signifies something. It signifies something. Look, in cheme ni batogan ame toga keke. Cheme ni batogan ame toga keke. There is a reason you want to say color afia ma afili na afia ame bankan. It signifies something. Cheme ni batogan ame luku. Because Ameliake Aduawushie we jemeji any protein na to Wulomo ye. Ni like I said, Nuumo ete ne reincarnate kwe about to say kolone kwe se no wafion banka no wafion. It shows something. Ni Wulomo di enche about afili. Once again, I'm just going by the history that I've read. It may be limited history. I don't know. I'll be more than willing to allow you to educate me if you want to. I'll be more than willing. But this is MJ Fields. No, this is CC Rand of LKF account. Zimmerman back here, but the same thing, the same story, even though it telling it differently, but it's the same story. Man Beatrice, atatugwe nyentaoni inyakwele ajimi begene. Nyentaoni inyakwele ajimi begene. Nyentanya kweli ayi mi gbegene. No ni nya awoga ba ke mami nkan le nye ba ni gbegene ga mi abe. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let me move on. Me town nka no konwe kon achonbu. No na ewo ni mi nka ke. Mene there will be no panel. There will be no panel. In panel, I'll just let you guys call. I'm not bringing any panel on. Koni ken chonya no ni ma chonya ta. Koni magbele line say ninye sonye twa. I've been told something is happening with my panel. So with this particular Nine. Let's go on. Let's go on. So you will not hear from my panel today. I'll let you guys talk. Mani nyenye yui. So let me show you something. Koni make another case say ko no ani min ke bo ake. The traditional council amenya me ya no kwale. So once again, the idea ashing for 100 years or so, and that's what grandpas care. I'm ashing for 100, but grandpa, you should once again, grandpa, you should know this. Nuumo care reincarnate ko atomoko. No one is say kwalo ame wo banka. Anyways, let's go on. Let me show you this document. Why 2025? Come wolone. And Wolone 10th July 2020. Shiche Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie family / Dadewe Osama Choshishi Bese Accra 10th July 2020. Angma to the registrar, the GAN, Traditional Council, North Condition, Egadia say, appeal for the continuation of seal number GTC/JC8/2008. So now, anytime ni obakane court documents go, it gives the year at the end of the suit number. So this is telling you, okay, this actually started in 2008 to enable us enter our lawful ancestral and ceremonial home, Nae Palace. Now, nyebuatui. I Nuumo Larkote boy tono once again tono e onuyami bonu tono e boy tono you ni tete ebi enyo ni tete fobi enyo Larkote Aduawushie ke boy tono once again I'm a family enka ma me nyena ken gbe ni Nuumo tete ni le batashi fe say you know that's it right there ebi enyo Larkote Aduawushie is succeed papa. That is what MJ Fields care. That's what MJ Fields said. Once again, Ninkane, since reigned of nowhere, he made mention of the same thing. Aduawushie family, being your Nakane, boy, tono, same thing. Come on, my family, I'm a war, I can bear pet, I can bear my war. The other families, if you're Nae Wulomo, I'm a war, boy, tono, latte boy, I'm a war no me. Aduawushie, I'm a war no me. I'm a family, a pair war no me. Now, come on. Current head of Shiche, Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie family of Dadewe, Nae Wulomo, Osama Toshishi Bese Accra, wish to write that the accredited elders of Shiche, Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie family, Dadewe/Nae Wulomo, filed a petition to the Traditional Council against the following: A. John Yaote, aka Tumomli Yaote, deceased. B. Henry Yaote. C. Elvis Yaboy Amugi. D. Asafwache Okpoti. The panel constituted the following: Ni Dodu Nsaki the third, Otublo Manche, Edragan Fenofeno Musuche, Ni Kobi Tetechulu the second, La Manche, deceased. Ni Aikai Nijete, once again, Benyana, La Manche, Iba Traditional Council. Kake Traditional Council, Abeno gonna actually Gamashi Council, Wabeko. Abeno gonna actually Gamashi Traditional Council, Abeko, Aya Gan Traditional Council, because Kaje Mashi Kagbe Tomang. I'm a fan of the Traditional Council with Gamanche as a ceremonial head. You can say that, or the administrative head. Yes, I'm a town, say independently. I always like to make this distinction. Yes, when they run their towns independently. Shikake Traditional Council, they are all part of it with Gamanche as the head of the Traditional Council. Now, let's go on. Again, the panel deliberated over the case and responded that they need to carefully examine the case before giving the final verdict after further deliberations. Unfortunately, due to the attack at the Traditional Council on 13th November 2013, the panel was unable to give the final verdict. Later, the Traditional Council, through its acting president, Nidodo Sakin II, Otublo Manche, instructed both parties in the petition to pay an amount of 1,000 cedis in order to continue the case. The accredited elders of Shiche, Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie were paid 500 cedis. I have the receipt here on 25th. Once again, I'm a journalist. I know how to get for in Lebone Atawo information. This was not given to me by Larkote Aduawushie family. Don't go attacking them. I know how to get information. Because coming town no kwe majushishi. Le beni majushi ni coming town mugoni na ke mene ba nyam no ko ma town mo no ma di ma bile. On the 25th November 2013, the receipt was issued by Madame Messi Asante, the then registrar. Like I said, I have it here. Later, we, the petitioners, were informed that the previous administration had 2 cases at hand to settle and that we should hold on for some time to, you see, this Dodu Saki man, look, okay, ina ayo, emami, atole chiche, chiche kwao, eja otublo nwewo ni, nke wo, nonyeka wo mbi na chiche, imma min great grandmother gbe ni nke wole na chiche Inga. Ninkele for B18. I have 3 children. In firstborn, in a 16. I started early. My firstborn is 16. Nachicha is 11. Then Chata in a 5. 3 children in your. Now, Inga, Eja Otublum. I have nothing against the people of Otublum. But this man is a very diabolical person. This person. This Nidodun Saki is a very and mega. Never experience a man like Nidodun Saki ever again. Mega. Never experience a man like Nidodun Saki again. Nidodun Saki is an abomination to Ga state. Mega. Never experience this man ever again. He's an abomination. And I mean, Bible fight. Can on ninji Nidodun Saki. Ni owe kunyoni. O papa ni. O uncle ni. O ni. Min Bible fight keke mi. Eba dom yake moko ba yue nakanye mi. Inche, doteche, in grandpa doteche, in grandpa doteche, eba domi, akamoko ba yue na kenye. So me pabu fai call papa jini do saki. Alone nini, alone yemi nuni. I'm begging you, but I'm telling you that man honor may God never experience a man like Nidodu Saki again. To the best of our knowledge, as head of Nae family, Tete Aplaku way from where the late Nae Wulomo, Nuumo Tete III hails from, and their cohorts have no ancestral right or authority to hold on to the Nae Palace. And for that matter, we are waiting for the council's ruling to enable the head and elders of Siche Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie family to go and take our lawful ancestral home. Nae people. I mean, I just gave you the tell me where these guys are wrong. Come on, and tell me I can go to MJ Fields, except when it comes to this portion. Me, MJ Fields, Egma, they don't want to take it in. Mofemo court CC Randolph, except when it comes to this portion. This CC Randolph, Egma, about Nae family here, they don't want to take it. What sort of a people are we? Are we going to pick and choose what history we're going to accept and not? In a letter dated February 17, July 2008, with the heading, The Demise of Nuumo Tete III, a matter arising, the late Babu Wulomo, Nuumo Bokete Lawechulu, the 33rd, wrote to the Register of the Traditional Council for the ejection of all of those at Nae, and the case handed over to the Wekunupa of Larkote Aduawushie family. I have the letter here. Noni Nuumo Bokete Lawe. Excuse me. The 32nd. Noni Egma, the one before him. Noni Egma in 2008. Me the same thing like Larkote Aduawushie family. They are the rightful owners. Rightful owners. Now let's go on. He further wrote to Dr. Nitetekwe, Gampamon's 2 Jase on 30th June 2015 with the heading, The Substantive Nae Wulomo in succession to the late Nae Wulomo Nuumo Tete III, confirming that after consulting with the ancestors, and this is from Nuumo Bokete Nyebuatwe, after consulting with the ancestors, he has given his blessings to the subsequent appointment, installation, and outdooring of Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie as the substantive Nae Wulomo, hailing from the Larkote Aduawushie way, which is the parent way. Family clan, parent way. The parent way. All the other ways, fair. They have their roots from the parents' way, which is the Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie family, which is the parent way, family clan of past Nae high priest, and therefore Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie on his demise would subsequently confirm the new Babu Wulomo in accordance with customary laws and practices. Let's go on. The prerogative to see the appointment of the substantive Nae Wulomo falls on the shoulders of the head of family of Dadewe, Larkote Aduawushie, Nae Wulu, in accordance with Ga, custom and tradition. This is what the people from Nuumo are saying. That Nae Wulu, me choose Nae Wulomo. This is the people of Nuumo. This is what they are saying. Now, I hope the council will give ultimate attention to our appeal to bring fairness and legitimacy to bear on the cultural norms and practices. Kindly find attached the following documents for your perusal. Number 1, Thursday, 17th July 2008, the demise of Nuumo. So, I can receipt and I'm a PFA. Now, give me 1 minute. Let's take a little musical break, and I will be right back. Anima track video ne mahabu. Makunse mabanom. I need to do something real quick. Mabani wa channel nke nuwama leta ni amema mbaba nkaba ni nkeba chombo. Ami 1 second. No ye be me by 1 second. If I didn't hear me 1 second, meantime, I'm try no connect my habo real quick. Yeah, me 1 second. 1 second. Oh, you know, in nine. Okay, let's see if we can find this. Here we go. Chabega yeme. Come on, any on me real quick. Maba no, I'll be right back. Just come on, any ehami. Kemba, mama can the letter from Nuumo Kehabo. Kaya ekokla. Stick and stay with me. Once again, this is from Ashbeni. Noni Ona Obo to an acoustic version. Let's go. Ashbeni. I'll be right back.
You go kill person. Hey, you go kill person. Hey, you go kill person. Hey, you go kill person. The way I see you, I think say I feel believe you. Now I became a believer. You say not me, you go marry. That's why me I just they carry. All of your load is not easy. Always today on the phone call. I say who be that, but you know talk. Loading your phone with the password. Now I just caught you with coffee, kissing and hugging at the lobby. Veronica, how you gonna explain? Oh, hey, today you go answer to me. Oh, my brand new stories, come talk to me. Oh, hey, today you go answer to me. Oh, hey, my brand new stories, come talk to me. Oh, hey, you give best, Veronica. Hey, you give best. Hey, Ele baba baba. Veronica, you go give best.
Right. Thank you, Oibaladon Akashume, once again. Ash Benny with Vero Odo. We are back. Let us continue. Now, ike letter ni nuwame ngma nkobachombo. Letter ni nkane abwe asisi me babao. You know what? Let me show you me na asisi. I'm a chombo. And this was in 2020. When how many years? 5 years when they wrote this letter. Now check 5 freaking years. They wrote this letter in 2020. 5 freaking years. All these years, the traditional council, they've been working with Nuumo Akwaah Mensah. Okay, look. Sanene esana metano. Come on, mena CC. I need to show you many mena CC here. Let me show it to you. Ofane like him show me. Ke oba fit awoi. Ni on komi gontie ami gontie ko ona boni ni e share mo link share mo. Now my letter, come on, mena CC. Come on. Nido dun saki manjwalo number 1. Edwa manfemo. Nundo dun saki. Nado. Acting president. Gan traditional council. Ni Dr. Tetekwe. Ni Okwe Kinka Dowenya. Nuumo Ogbaame the third. Inni leun manjwalo ni. Inni Nuumo Ogbaame leun manjwalo ni. Ye anu kwali. De kole wulomo. Kolewe. Nuumo Amasa Kote Clan Wulomo. Inyemi onupa Nuumo Clan le unyemi onupa ni. Me gan efe no ba chon lumo efe I'm connected to all of them. Ni ayi kan ni jete le no relations. Nuumo Clan inyemi onupa ni. Come on, other one Nuumo Ogbaame le unini. Come on ene. Ni ayi bonte ni jenyo gbese manche. Le unini. In direct diafan wayano ni adoto tinto the second the cool leader ni ko olai amashi the third asere manche ni ayene nunu abola manche ni abeo chekwanda chief fisherman shiche Nuumo bokete lawe the third the current one ne wo ni botelabi bokete lawe the 14th Krowa Kono Nungwa. Now, letter ni amengma ni onana make reference to it. Dabi. Okay, first one. Let's go on. Let me show you the same thing. Ona the office of the Babu Wulomo. The 32nd of Gan Nungwa State Secretariat. Now, come on. Once again, amengma to the registrar. This was in 2008. No references and I feel letter me fe nunca chombo corona. The demise of Nuumo Tete II and matters arising. The sad news about the home call of Nuumo Tete III, the Nae Wulomo of Gan State, has shocked all Gandangbes and Ghanaians. I'm already observing clear signs that the Gan traditional area might witness intractable problems that would affect the burial and funeral of Nuumo Tete III. There was a covenant in ancient times. There was a covenant in ancient times between Nuumo Babu Wulomo, the Shiche of Gan, Nungwa, and the Nuumo Nae Wulomo of Gan State. By custom, the Babu Wulomo is the chief mourner, and I need to play my role fittingly at the burial and funeral of the late Nae Wulomo. I, Nuumo Babu Wulomo, hold the authority in observing the various sacred rituals that would be performed during the pre-burial, burial, and funeral of the late Nae Wulomo. For instance, it is a taboo among Gans that on his death, meeting be held at Naiwe. Such a meeting is by custom held at Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. Once again, Nuwabi Choame, the parent way. Now, the Naiwe is then handed over to the Weku Nukpa or Wulomo or Nae Way. Such a meeting is by custom held at Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. The Nae Way is then handed over to the Weku Nukpa or Wulomo of Larkote Aduawushie family. He acts until a Nae Wulomo is installed. Whoever is in the house should therefore with immediate effect vacate Nae Way. If they fail to comply and thereby show gross disrespect to Nuumo Wulomo, I'm left with no option than to use other suitable alternative force to eject them. I cannot sit by whilst others act against our sacred position. This is what has tarnished the image of personalities in the Gun state. I wish to emphasize again that the Gbabu Wulomo Shiche prepares all customary items for the pre-burial ceremonies and sends the items through Wufu Wulomo of Nungwa, accompanied by a retinue of priests, priestesses, as well as elders of the Gbabus too. That's just that there is a cord between Nae Wulomo and Gbabu Wulomo. That is why Nikpeshi is separate to you, amen. Bona. A near situation is emerging. I'm reliably informed that a group is actively planning the laid in state at a different location, not at a traditional place. Meanwhile, due pre-burial process are being carefully obstructed. Unlike Pontius Pilate, I will not wash my hand off and I will not retreat. I hold it dear to perform my sacred duty to the Gun state. I have an oath to protect. Once again, Assisi, Mofe Moni, Asana Assisi. Now, this is the letter. I'm a reference to it. The second letter, I'm a make reference to it. No, Jinoni. This is the letter. Let's go on. Once again, nyekwa any letter je. Wadumo Bokete Lawe Chulu Gbabu Wulomo, the overlord of the Gun Adangbe state. This was written 30th June 2015, 3 years after ni ato Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie Ubanake akete ni tetekwe Gun Paramount 2 yajeme. Now let's go on. The substantive Nae Wulomo in succession to the late Nae Wulomo Nuumo Tete the third. Again, I now Benyanaka a faint feel, so permit me. Kaji Onaka me struggle a little bit. Permit me. Now, again, I Nuumo Gbabu Wulomo write in reference to my earlier correspondence on 17 July 2008 and others, which was addressed to the registrar of the Gun Traditional Council and copied to other entities in the Gun Traditional setup with regards to the demise of the late Nae Wulomo, Nuumo Tete III, and issues related to his successor as far as the Nae Way is concerned. As the Gbabu Wulomo and Shiche of Ganungwa with the customary authority to initiate traditional rites associated with the burial of the deceased Nae Wulomo and take over the subsequent control of the Nae Way for the appointment of a new Nae Wulomo in accordance with the Gun native customary laws, usages, practices, and tradition, wish to state as follows. The prerogative to see to the appointment of the substantive Nae Wulomo falls on the shoulders of the head of family, Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie, in accordance with Gun custom and traditions. This is what the Nungwa people are saying. I get the prerogative to appoint the substantive Nae Wulomo. It falls on the Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie amame wekwe ame. The prerogative falls on them. This is from Nungwa. In accordance with Gun customs and traditions. This is from Nuumo. Now, the present head of family and his elders have the right and authority to enact same as far as the law and customs of Ga are concerned. To the best of my knowledge, Nuumo Tete We, from where the late Nae Wulomo, Nuumo Tete III hails from, and their cohorts have no right or authority to hold onto the Naewi and purport to have appointed and installed a Nae Wulomo in the name of Nuumo Akwaah Mensah III without the knowledge, consent, and approval of the head and elders of Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. This is without the laid down customary processes of our noble ancestors followed. So once again, you heard it. This is the Nuumo people saying, okay, apart from Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie, we kokokla ni be naewe choemi ni ame ba to Nae Wulomo na amechu kusumi ni keji afe na kai ni ame be mi na kai no eje kusumi eje gbe papa ni. This is what the Nuumo people are saying. Now let's go on. Yeah, me 1 second. This is very faint, so you get me. The noko and actions of the Nuumo Tetewe and their cohorts in the purported installation of Nuumo Akwaah Mensah III is in violation of customs and traditions. This is from the Nuumo people. I think you get the above acts and actions. Yes. The above acts and acts actions na mechon ake ameto moko ni actually Nuumo Akwaah Mensah ni Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie wekue amebemi. Nuumo they have the sole prerogative of installing the Nae Wulomo. Amameba chusu. Keji Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie bakopo ni abawe se kwelo na kaino amame nuchu moni. Nuumo. Now, the above acts and actions of the Nuumo Tetewe and their cohorts in the purported installation of Nuumo Akwaah Mensah III is in violation of custom and traditions and not in conformity with the 1992 Ghanaian Constitution and the Chieftaincy Act of 2008. In these regards, I have duly consulted with the ancestors and they have given their blessing to the subsequent appointment, installation, and outdooring of Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie II as the substantive Nae Wulomo, hailing from Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie, which is the parent way, once again, of past Nae Wulomo. So this is Babu Wulomo saying, I consort to Cheme, Ekwani Biami, ni Cheme e jo Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie no. This is from Nuumo. Babu Wulomo at the time, kake ne a consort to Cheme ne Ekwani Biami. Noni Nuumo Tetewe BFA na keno ame tomlano je minko ni fine ni ken na buaka ya min kan wolu emi hanye noni ni nwa me nkene ni ne ame kwani bi amiye cheme ejo Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie no akeleji Nae Wulomo. In accordance with custom and traditions and with regards to the consultation with the ancestors, once again, a repeat consultation with the ancestors. You heard him completely throughout the consultation with the ancestors. Oh, Nune repeating again over and over again. I have received Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie II into the Babuko and performed the mandatory rites and rituals associated with the substantive Nae Wulomo. Nuumo Akwaah Mensah ni Babuko akelete mi. No na sana chuale mi achuale mi. Mimbisani. I don't know. Ekola afriale. Inle. She mimbisani. But this is the Babu Wulomo saying, okay, Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie kusumi na sani etu ale egbabu ko emie ekelete na etu na keno ehale. Let's go on. During the above mentioned ceremony, I, as the Siche of Ganungwa, have vested him with all the powers of the substantive Nae Wulomo, who will never meet me in person until death, because by tradition he does not and will never cross the Kweshi. So this is the only time that I meet him. Kata beni Now, the above ceremony would make it possible on my demise journey to the land of my ancestors for him to perform his mandatory role in the observance of customary rites and rituals in conformity with custom and tradition. Shamone kele ya gbabu kwemi na nidi na Wulomo na etu na kan kusumi ale no ne mo legbe ni kele gbabu Wulomo egbo le na Wulomo be ba tashi na ba fe yala. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie II on my demise would subsequently confirm. So le gbabu Wulomo le ke egbo Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie le ba chon the substantive gbabu Wulomo in accordance with customary laws, usages, practices, and tradition. I would therefore not sit down unconcerned for the custom and traditions of both Naewe and Gbabuwe in the appointment, installation, and outdooring of a new Nae Wulomo, of a new Nae and Gbabu Wulomo, respectively. There you go. So this is from Nungwa. This is from Nungwa. So keji noni Gbabu Wulomo yue at the time yue tiki. Again popularly known as tiki. Nagamofemo chole. Ko lo ye noni yue MJ Field say kebo. Ake Larkote Aduawushie le inherit from a che. Nuumo tete alone ni tete as Nae Wulomo. Ni nimwe le noji oyeniye. CC Randolph le we kebo the same thing. And this is the people of Nungwa confirming and affirming the same history. Kaba was se kwelopo na ba file banka Nungwa bi enke akashi Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie we ame poni kaba to se kwelopo ame no na me ba to na ken se kwelo. They have the sole prerogative. I may refer to Ame as the mother family. The mother, the parent family. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie we Nungwa me try me the parent family of Naewe. I'm a forward kushort FN your Naewe me. Nakajiboni Nungwa bi a charm. No akaji Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie te ni ebako. Iko baka beja Nuumo reincarnate da no ba na eko. So money on na yo ne inabu aje shon she get choice ke eba ona Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie awe ko ke cha no do ke 100 years dan eko baba na no ba na the third na no ba na eko. But in his absence aba wele se kweloi nke no e wona fiame banka na ke fiame e signify your noko. Nuumo Akwaah Mensah efi banka signify your noko. Me wana me ka me to ame fion banka. Ne wa me ka me nke ka to ame no because se kolo eji ame e sig banka si afi banka kekele. One che ne ye won mi ne kase ni afi la afili beje gbena. It's sure about the difference between one che. Na fele person ne kase ni ke one che ne ete one che one school eta ne gbena. Now, once again, I'm a year and quality. Now, this is as far back as 2020, 5 years down the line. Let me show you one more document. Today there will be no panel. No panel. No panel. Let me show you one more document. Affiliate denche bonso nyinyon bonso ke agbabo boni achon na ke na bonso nyinyon na ke fio na kan affiliate ona affiliate original bonso nyinyon nye bia Nuumo Akwaah Mensah ke abule inshodan ani inshobule mo ani enye eboti onsho mi. This is from the Nungwa people. Now, I'm about one more document. Koni woke magbele pa mabu. Koni obachon ojwemo. I mean 1 second. You already know what to do, right? Text the mommy. Text the mommy hi. Catch me. Text the mommy hi. Call text me my trouble. Don't call, please. I will call you, bona. Cause minta on efe orderly, bona. So min pin normal. Min pin normal. Text the mommy hi. Eke in trouble. Ke wana mo ko nwe, and then we'll just end the show. Oni mo fe mo adwen no ni yue ojugba. That would be great. Ani ke no kome achombo. Okay, one last document. Go achombo. We move on. Gebwake. Me ame ye anukwali. No na me ye anukwali. We cannot and should not trust them. I mean 1 second. We lo be anima sendike babi enege kenyenke chombo. Once again, call by join what no like you go show o find like him show ami. Ami gonti. No ne ya anwe. O na boni ni yo. Mimba, chemeka nyame. Nyami 1 second. Mimba. Okay, I think this is it. Hey, man, you will fall too. Man, you will fall too. All right, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Now, nyekoyene. I feel like bo oniona. This was in 2021. As you can see, Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie, head of Shia, Nae Wulomo family. I want Totro, fetish priestess, Emmanuel Larkote Late, Nae Kusunche, Alhaji Hussein Isa Larkote Late, elder, Joseph Lateboy Late, elder, Gabriel Lateboy Late, elder. Amaji plaintiff said, versus Elvis Amugi ke Abraham Yatekwe Yate, aka Akwaah Mensah III. Now, I first search Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie Vrs. I'm a lawyer. You face search. You got traditional counselor. Okay, please make a search on the above named suit and furnish me with the following information. 1. Whether the plaintiff's writ of summons and its accompanying statement of claim has been served on the defendant. Answer, yes. If so, when? 9th November 2021. So, 2021, I serve me with a suit. Niji got traditional counsel and confirm I serve Nuumo Akwaah Mensah ke many me fit one chair a lawsuit now. I may answer now. Whether the defendant has filed an appearance, so as far back as 2021, from 2018, Nuumo Tete Beliani, it can letter from 2020, Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie Nona make a fitai, Nuumo Babu, in can the trouble. 2021, now serving Nuumo Akwaah Mensah with a lawsuit, a traditional counselor, all these years, a answer. Now, if so, when not applicable, whether the defendant has filed any defense, answer no. She amekele tagging, amekele chuni. Now, whether the defendant has filed any other processes, answer no. Amefeko no. But amekele chuni a traditional counselor. If yes, when not applicable, dated at Accra, this 9th day of February 2022. Now, let's move on. Let me show you the other document. Noni, I'm a lawyer angmane. Affidavit in support ne. I, Ellis Kwame Kwashiga Esquire of GJD Chambers, Kokomlemle, make oath and says as follows: that I'm the lawyer and plaintiff, and that on behalf of the bailiff court, so a carbon that I've issued a writ of summons and its accompanying statement against defendant on 9th November 2021, that are signed bailiff on this court as duly served the defendants. That notwithstanding service of the plaintiff writ of summons and its accompanying statement of claim, the defendants have willfully chosen not to enter an appearance to the said writ of summons at all. And next is a copy search report conducted on 15th day of February 2022. If the traditional council is a serious entity, ni ame yanukwale, na me ntao na me chuni, na me ntao me fe ame ni bi ojogba, na me ye kutumpo, na me fe abla, ni ame nkweni bi ojogba, ni ame ke chuni em, te fioten, ake lawsuit ba ajeme, na ba file or ni bi, ni nyeke mon chuni, enter into appearance, ne ba respond to the lawsuit, respond here, nothing. And you want us to claim, I get Tuesday, ka ba tanye here, nye ba fe no nisa. Now, once again, I'm a traditional council. Come on. Traditional council received in 17 February 2022. Come on. Motion ex parte for judgment in default of appearance. Nakano ya no court. Court to a court sanity. No assume ko. Ni mo enter appearance. Ni mo eje na. Jeje ba be. Ted na can be a who. Ni mo ko ba je na. Aba enter default judgment against mo. Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie law is ame fe. Come on. Motion ex parte for judgment in default of appearance, filed by Ellis Kwame Kwashiga Esquire of Jademi Kente Accra, counsel for the plaintiff, an application praying this honorable court for judgment in default of appearance against the defendants on grounds deposed in the next affidavit in support. So they actually filed once again for a default judgment. If this is a serious organization, ni amenchuni ojogba, this 2020, maybe 2025. Back on your check. Now can default judgment and I apply against it. I'm a chuno go away. I'm a chuno go away. Nado, no ni gene. I'm a chuno go away. The gun, traditional council, cannot, should not, and must not sit on this case. They cannot adjudicate it fairly and justly. They cannot. Their hands are soiled. Okay, meaning their hands are soiled. They cannot and should not and must not sit on this case. And if they choose to, go forward with it. It's a new fair one. Every single one of us. Nuumo Akwaah. Wakwame. Inke bi ekome chombo ni wakwame. Ko ba sumo. Ni ma twabo text mommy hi. Ye nama ni mpini. Koni wagbasani. meaning there will be no panel. Now we'll try our first caller. Yes, Inche, do your thing. We'll find out type. Well, over find a clear more line if you me style. On way clear agben, we'll find a yano. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Madam, Cheme Kemiake, I'm a new. So hold on. If you make a connection, Jamie, not tree down. Mano, Jeno, no, you are shishi fan, not tree, Mano, Jishi. I mean, 1 second. Gabi, he line, Kakati, he line. Connection, Jamie.
Bluetooth connected.
Shit, I'm gonna about Nui.
Okay.
J Moshi. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jamie, near Fitmo. For Eje, Mugushi, for the no for money for Bagi, Nimbesi.
Mm-hmm.
You only you on a kanji. Binaba Akwaah Mensah. Nuumo Aduawushie.
Mm-hmm.
Aduawushie near Amamini.
Mm-hmm.
One year, if it money, Amamini, near Kashi.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many years now. I took near Kato. Draw Comyaminato near. I draw Comyami.
Yeah.
To Nairom.
Mm-hmm. You find a Benyan way, Agbene. You find a Benyan way, and yeah, man, I chat session again, way, Agbene. Cause in connect Agbene. You find a Yano. No, Yano, you know.
I draw Comyami now, Nairom. Shall that taste get about to about Nairom?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Billy, I walk Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie. Me better matter the money. Yon, Nuumo Akwaah.
Mm-hmm.
The second. Go ke je me se ke ya lo fi la ke lo beni be mi na wo Larkote Aduawushie wo be lo sa ke lo ro go na ke si Nuumo Akwaah Mensah ye mi ifta ina wule ye me to bo ye odoko ni ifta ina ati awule na ke no aba fe kusu ala shia ma fe kusu ala shi kusu ne je ni kusu kumi mi ajo na fio ko na le fi ni pese yo mo shi ya ke ji get Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie na am ye ni eta am shi ni ke mi shi
Right.
so many years na meta ni shi ni ni bi Larkote Aduawushie sa ni Larkote Aduawushie ke na ke shi ni atole keke shacho komia mi na ke to no komia mi di na je na tole oni boni bese no ba sa to no ke la tuni
Right.
Yo nyo ke la no Islam na mton jo mlan ko ba ke o ke papa lo ayu kun papa lo because ni bese ya no papa lo yu mo
Right.
no ke papa lo ke le yu e fo ne achake na ke mo no che ni ale go no che na che awole ni ne no spo sa ga nya ke eni ale
Right.
no ji ni yu ne ni menete todo ma interview le ge ba to gan to gan let mun ba to gan no ke ge ba to gan be se na be na pa se let mun to no no go be no wa fi o tele ni ai because le ni kusun ge ni bi ni je ke ye be se ni aba chumu chumu ke ni bi ni ga ba move forward because ko mene ni je Akwaah Mensah enye ashomi enye boto ashomi chi na ro mo ne je boto ashomi
Yeah.
ni afi akutu ni na ro mo efo peshi chi tele no wona la tetu wona
Akwaah Mensah.
no mini no shwaga ruste no alo rusta ke alo adiba ni ora no ni saka nya tashi na ka ni biye ko na yin
Nakai.
ko di ni
Nakai. Ya bo susu momi aba bi bwene na no ya. Ya bo susu momi oh ya ka traditional council e. Ame ba nya meye anukwale ye sandile ke ame ke le la ame ntami ya bo susu momi e ko ame ba nya meye anukwale.
na ga ka anukwale so saga be na ye che.
That's right.
Shini aye ko e. Wole bi na mle jam e ko le mle jam na ga gan e toto. Ni moni ye gan ni saga mo akania moni garan ganye to ko le ta kwa men na no ga men chesa ni se be amma yan kwali mi ga ji mi to na ammo na amma yan kwali ka la ga nya me yan kwali ni ado Nuumo Akwaah Mensah le no ba ta je me no le asi no le gan le asi no la express na voice na yo ka.
That's right. Ishe.
Ka Akwaah Mensah ko bi to ba ta je me no lo no le sana sa na yi
That's right.
No, kumini yo bo mode am gam matashi na mai islam ma tsene na ba ye. Be nuumo Larkote Aduawushie ge ni ale. This gonna shia Johnny Mlakwe.
Nakai.
No,
All right. We radon. Majo. Right. Nyani what try the next caller. Nyani what try the next caller. Mene there will be no panel. In panel en kalmete mugubano dabi. I want to hear mene min tanka nye part fish we. In panel en kalmete mugubano, so you will not hear from my panel today. No panel, mene. No panel. Yeah, I will try the next person. Over ne bonke oba asumoni you are texting mommy hi. My trouble. In panel ba mena me ba jigami. Ken pasho we. No, Uncle Sam, me bioshi awe. Uncle Sam, me wote. Uncle Sam, cafe me na kan. Shout out to you, ni over ne to your thing.
No man, I need to say.
Over no jack man. I want.
Yo, you are don't can Nuumo Akwaah Mensah. The TVL, Mitalia no, maybe no back can there, of one. Honeyman cage, one fan. No pie, in when I'm a tran on their fight. But for once, me free no ninja. Only America toto one again because can like generation I'm a certain be right. About correcting me be but I'm about to tell one again many buy or say about to tell me again forever. What do you need you that's it. I can like you only here pushing on America quite my personal interest. So queer not try na fair I couldn't die na about boy. Nini e wo fe ni afọ wo ba wo fe wo ye share ni wo she e wo no ni jo no ni no to ba call by force ake go o ko onyo tu e ja ke je o share mi ni
That's right.
ona ni e ne ka ake fo gen when why I was here ye jo no ni no ta se ni fi ba ka o manyama fe ibra ge so mo ni ni mo mi ni kan bi mi wo here ni akaba na atwo no na atwo ne wo na tata na afio ne wo ga fe ekoto e di akeshi aye anukwale bona ni jo tu money ni jo tu money onyo tu ne wo ko tage ni oho he mini inspiration oho he mini no dress to mini no faith to mo mini e ni jo tu money e wo nyu tu ni no ni I read the money make electronic again ni le fata me he na make electronic ti afio ta you le kesa at the normal circumstances it's an
long time
akesani if you work wole common sense ha no work wole for your institution I know your organization go ni ake charges ma twamoko ye me and they sit down
yep
over na we get Ghana wa yo ni like chief justice sale na eba ne ade akpasa shikula kan
yep
asibe na awie sanje ya ho na he ne sana kala afọ na kala efo je
yep
yo mini wo ni ake charges to mo like epal mo ni mo nyanga no ni nyake mo tuni ene to akeshi justice bank ni kenye fele kenye toto na gini ki oba wie be fe to mo be ananye ko keheche e habo mo no bo oba wie chi for one say what me go me won oba wie no ni janu kwale ni wona me nle no na you only be ship from woloni o kande ne no ni me ya wolo ami the interviews ko me na grant Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie no botwe keni he's the legitimate person. One minute walk any hale. Need to think of she be. She I make quite that can only me feel take money. If I share heko no ni wo ba na if you no ni one money. One more.
Ishe o iradoni over ne bo nka oba asmo ni o contribute ani anu ohe koni ma trouble let's see okay here we go anyway cha hello manye so you tell you
Ide to no he.
over ne mi nu o over ne boy ojugba
Jomo chele jomo.
naka
Wo he ni lolo.
naka over no jai pa no
Yo wane me ni bo to be nga ni fin. Ni tete. No ni pani mita oni mahani to bo lo amu sisi ake. On be ni money ba wie. Kaji ni ake sane ko me from Moko, ni fata ne hino. Pa mo dan, ayo sane. Shimo in the case, ne. Many your traditional council, since let me family cruise, Ejake, I'm emotions. Bafata no man buy ye. Mokona mekele ehina kanshia me for so long. Nike ameden chepo amenfe amenibiye ame so egbe ken Nae Wulomo. Nichake emotionally ame attach amehitule as Nae Wulomo momo.
That's right.
No hewo nke eba pepe nika ameba yesanene. Amebanya menga mome ima afogbe na melele alono na mekechole no momo. Nae Wulomo tanene. In ye ni wokonwake. The Dear Traditional Council, yet she by me, they are not fixed. What I buy in a face, why? You be in your non damo. Frankly, Nae Wulomo. Whether a jeer were emotion, Salom, that way be a lawyer, the boy jeer no yen. She Nae Wulomo, or suffer ye me, that. Man checo fame and to think that.
That's right.
Ni manche kokra beda ni ye hebepo ake ibache Nae Wulomo ke balle equation ake e bane ba bi le ida minsani ebe he na kan be the moment ni manche kopo ba pe na kan the tinche to no G first one. Secondly, manche menya metachi na me ye Wulomo ansani Wulomo ansani ni manche be banya metra na mbaka be ba yi ji Wulomo bibi Wulomo bibi flash e ko le Wulomo e denche efon ha market yeah. No, he walk the reason why no one can error is because I feel say he should have see you value ake wonga ba ko si ni ko me ni afi ye ni you can to flash no ma ja che na me he wale man che me ja so what me he wale ni is not due them no he walk ameke na kan he wale take ken ya ki ni ameni share so what come ake ameke ba you Nae Wulomo se ti am ba you person na me hatin me ko me wie san ni ko Nae Wulomo yeli e Bible le mi they are prophets na me ni who Bible like yo ma bi ake me prophet na ego na ke say over you say I have to get my divine grace as an able was an achebu.
That's right.
Ya no baba ke sure enyo fe I say error ni hani what your ko enu be mi ni nke le gba chane nke la ke kamo ko hu ejeje nke ba ejake mi fun fiti oni ewo amen ameshi amen fun pataki ko ni meni amen na no na amen na ni wo hu na no ni wo na ye dan shimon anyani the Great Traditional Council ji amen yes na me kwata ni wo na to enjoy ni ko na ta ni idea ni you know you ma go ko wa because they cannot they
cannot
because no sometimes say if believe or what I'm a pay me come kafa they don't even know the actual history behind Nae Wulomo.
They don't
or suffer it's like I'm a game chair they don't even know they are the messengers and mouthpieces of Nae Wulomo. Oh, when Nae kebama in show kebama chuni ni atani yeje momo Akwaah Mensah a traditional council there Akwaah Mensah does not even have a seat the traditional council Lord Nae Wulomo Osofoyeli does not have any place in the traditional council e wo ka o am aba ani e bo chi ameke batala chuemi ni akama wo docket ni alo akama tra chumi na akama ke ba yisane na eten to ba fe to ba yisane na eten many of that was no I don't think KG traditional council members say no then the matter has already been flawed from the beginning. I'm a fair they must recuse myself. I'm a fair man no di mokome.
That's right.
I'm a fair make mokome sani. I'm a fair make mokome fine. moko bana kan tun mi ne ba na shi eti ne wi ake o sane ne ne manyama ye ake it is not true.
Right.
It is not true. It is not true.
Okay.
Me wa nyame me me and then I'm watching the space.
Okay.
Me ko any bob. I don't believe.
That's right.
Okay, ba na you can say traditional council.
Ishe. We radon man you ma job wa dey. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So nyani watcha mukonklu like I said today there will be no panel. So in panel be in try Aguche in kabo ba US o fine onu. There is a reason you me pa fine Aguche o fine wo ba US me pa fine wa onu kekemi mene mani man be fine you nyami 1 second nyani ma try atweche 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 o fa no ja ekwa no one way she ogbe mi style kofi o o fa ogbe mi eyin kula right so nyani wa church sometime ke she ikunkulu keke in church eja okay nya what are wicked peoples what are wicked peoples nya what are wicked peoples ni wicked peoples ke wa bagbasani few hello nyemi npa to yo ten
Eyo tuba ni tete. Ni tete manye.
Manya blao. You find it mene over na chi anima na me na money you. Mene your favorite wicked peoples. Lebe you aka Osegle, aka Kabada, le yenye nuo. Ije channel ne le boli asumo bochon anyone know yi.
Ni tete yo mi ji mene imbani ma job. Mene imbani mabi jomo mabu.
Yao.
Ejanke mene yemo ni o yueke muji komeni o bakane ni ji Larkote Aduawushie. Imba yue ake Larkote Aduawushie igbe ji kote ni no kan wolu e o ke kote ba ke dade.
Yes.
O che dade we. Neke yemo ne imba gbala mi. Ibi nkala mi onye me komeni nye te kotilu se. Imesumo no kwale ni niye niji gani kashia amelega na ni na amelega icho na amelega mije. Ni amepene ni adareto ame na pa mebe ni gan kashia. Ni yani amena ameli ake ganse ni machine ni jigamante se. Kejo ogutwa plau. Kete ka gla dan shulawe. Che gamante se jiji. Ni amepo se short. Pese ate dodo se. Ni ka wonye ni am challenge o chinke fan issue of Larkote Aduawushie ni ka ba pagano ya platform no yo ne fa ne ka kia mi fi
Yeah.
ni ba pagano ya platform no so ni o kan kan wo mi ne mi nya so.
That's right.
Nede minya so.
That's right.
Ejake iyemu ni iyefe mene opawolo obo.
That's right. That's right.
Ewo mene nibi opreje ma wo de njomu nke yabu.
Yao.
Mo fi amu ni ya peche wo bu e tumi ami bi peche me wo mo.
Yao.
Ni woni jo opreje ma wu nga ko bi ai.
Yao.
Wo ku mai.
Yao.
Ko papa
Yao.
Mo fi ani di yawo bo ye ni mo patene ye jeme.
Yao.
Meni idowoshe no yuenwe ni oche tete o tete efo Aduawushie keboko ni wo ku ami wo to what gram, what one, I can take me to now we be now Mamiji and Senate. Eka Senate, Legi Larkote Aduawushie.
Right.
Ni egbe ni egbe Larkote Aduawushie kenkle si le eji lami. Ni ba kweke si egbe. E wo lama ne kweke si e ni di la kele ba gbasa ni. Wo na kan la ni di na ke fo egbe ko te no na file la ko te.
Okay.
E wo Aduawushie ni di Aduawushie. Yanyira ni di killing. Ni di mancheme aba. No. Dinu ni ke konku e ake no kadi ake manche gibi e nyanyina etuka wushi eje lami kete ka gbe nyanyanu wo ka ke nyanyanu ake nyanyina na
Okay
ni edu ewushi eje me e wo Larkote ji asene icho ni ji asene ni ji kumawe bi aicho ni ne ke gbomo ne le esia na eje ni ji dade ntawe no yo dade we Jadi icho many program wo bi okumo bememi ametala emi ni bo amebio la ko ka ba shi wo se shi meni ba amebadu ni meneme ni ametala ko ta ba uji ye ga ni mo ti emi ame ti caretakers ki ala ko ta ba uji
yeah
si amepite ga ni ameto ga yin ni amete ga ebushi ni ena to mante ye tebe te ngmene ngleto ame ato gamante ni Larkote Aduawushie bemi me fa ne kanyere chenye kwe to manje
dabi
aye me kome ye mami ni ke to gamante na me ni me bemi na abe gamante atoko gamante e wo ake ngo ko ma fe wo sikri e ja ke na che wo agbele wo ime ni bi abe ni gan kamuchi ha agbele wo ime wo mene ye mo ni ojuwe tutu e mi job nke dade niji dade jama wo nke bijomo nke habo nke na ye sakumo na akọni aboyo fe nke bijomo nke bi amekumi amijomo mepe ka no kwale mere o wo wa ri e ni tete
papa
no ni yo mi ji mansebi eni ji mansebi Gan ni manche politics manche ayo ara wo gan politics manche na ayo ara wo gan e wo manche bi sani nye kwe ni nya no fe nye kwe meni ti yo gan mi ke meni me sumoni ta gan nye kwe ni nye ke na kan gbeme ake ekome ye gan mi na kwa gan sa mo si keji ake sa tashi na ka meni kala no ka ba sa no ko ni keke ini gbunyo ado eni kala no pa ba na ba ganta okay mo ba ni ba for ekotoku mi gbenga bebi ekwa gan ni bu ase fe ni aye manche dan ni school ni yo gan fe efite school ni yo gan fe efite market ni yo gan efite no ya no ma mi ni majache me ni ji majache me na me kwa mi ye manje enna to mo kome kru kome to na fe nu chumo ni ni ke wo you te package ti e ba na eko no etu na ida agba ni eye si ti mo ni ka mo se ni sana ma me ka pay business alo me ka create jobs e wo ma mi ni wo to eko e ate si mo ya ho ate si ya ho ni pele pe manche me ewele me na me fe manche na yo ba me fe le team iko ba we mo keke me ne eje wobo o ba we mo me ne eje wobo o ba we mo me ne eje wobo me we mo ni yo me ne ejo o platform ne no me jama wodi ke mi ba ke ba yu anu kwali
na kan
e wo he na anu kwali kan mo yu o mo no ye ku o ye kakra o ke pa e ba shi dade
that's right
if I see that any ochani did that jama wo
that's right
no che no ni kame ke ata e won ni ke that ni chon did that jama wo ni cha abu e so e no yo America ni
yeah
I see that
yeah
inyemi ikamene imbi jomo ya abu
yeah
imbi jomo abu papa che iche ni for me atole Incheni for me at all at tete.
I see. Okay.
Now go name me then cheni tashi.
Oh, you be tete. Nagai.
One
Nagai.
day.
Nagai.
Tete enyo inform me Thursday.
Oh, is it?
Sunday.
Ishe.
It was she knew time. Oya no me from.
Ojo ba.
It was my job.
Yow.
Yes, a job.
Yow.
Missing your friend Omanye.
Ovane yo, bo manya bla bo iradon wa denche. Thank you so much. When one of our favorites. One of our favorites. One ehe. Yani what try Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam. What means Uncle Sam? Uncle Sam Jofueshi was she. Uncle Sam Ekwese Eba. So yeah, what try Uncle Sam. Hello, man, Christy, to your turn. Man, Christy, when off late.
Hello.
Oh, Uncle Sam. Fane to your turn. Manya blawo. Fane next time come ajo fu over na ni wole onu ko ni waka ye watwi.
Me nyoko for
Nagai.
I
see. Over na ni wonu.
I am around.
Nagai. Yeah.
No man you must jackets near she. You man Larkote Aduawushie sang if you make sometimes you go AIG court. Hello, Nigeria.
The traditional council,
AR court.
Not that I don't think I can. Well, Sajin Conclo may a court, but not from this particular point. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Remember, she if you make a one year no can I make it about non Akwaah Mensah. It violates the constitution of Ghana.
Yeah.
The chief constable said it violates it. What you know kind of
yeah. That's what. Yeah. Nakajiboni Babu Wulomo. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It violates exactly. Babu Wulomo. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No, very touch again. Can be never. Yeah. No, naming to a lawyer can be. Why didn't they take the case to the court? I don't. I mean, I'm small man. I can't change to Manchester. I can't court.
Right.
I can't the court. I know has supervisory role to play when it comes to chieftaincy affairs.
Right.
No matter make a Sunday court. I'm gonna. You like a grand traditional council regiment, why don't they go straight to the court?
Right.
Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie lawyer mechanic the court. I'm a high lawyer,
venue the various traditional councils, they are quasi judicial bodies. Bona. Court say amegbo eko kehame. Cases from there by regional to national, then national straight to the Supreme Court border. So I understand what you're saying, but maybe that is a legal angle. It's an Nuumo lawyers. Because already you cannot trust them. Yeah, you
more
can't.
Than 5 years.
Yeah, more than 5 years. More than 5 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, more than 5 years. Yeah.
So what you are attaching major? You should have followed up the case.
Right.
There are legal processes. So many legal avenues open to them.
Right.
You can make sure that there is the court that have a supervisory role. Just take it to the next step.
Right.
Take it to the next step. You exhaust all your rights.
Right. Over you.
Traditional counselor, they are not happy with the result. Take you to the next step.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Maximum contribution. Fana ina honi hari ngena kumin quickly. The PA sanena ho some bena avio yomo somewhere along the line who are happy. Nae Wulomo womo akajo come ami. Nementa awo. Baby come ami baby oko no ka me ami to ka wo me wo ba ta years na ka pe na ka ya wa Akwaah Mensah.
Dabi, she Uncle Sam, Dabi, Uncle Sam, Uncle Sam, Dabi, Ametashi, mind you, Dabi, she Ameta, in this case, Ametashi, Nuumo Larkote Aduawushie, Atole before to Akwaah Mensah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they did what they have to do. So Akwaah Mensah, say, 2 years later, Klada na Atole. Na boni here yo. No me ato Larkote Aduawushie exactly. Afe kusumi ale no fe no babu lo mo ko bo akekele te babu ko emi no na sane etu ale etu ke no fe no ale.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, anyway, that's all this time. Similar to non-academic management.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, no contribution to
over you. Oh, you wanna do yeah, job.
I'm back.
Yeah, thank you, Uncle Sam. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, back.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Right. So
bye.
We are going to end it here. Like I said, in panel, I mean, but I'll deal with them out in USA. Let's end it here. I don't think I can text yake about you in Charlie. I don't think in me simoko. So yeah. Oh, that'll be one more person. Many out. In panel, they will have the opportunity to talk on this case, but not today. But not today. So you hear from them. Mr. Kwate, over an hour way. Mr. Kwate, over an over the yano. You manya blau.
I share it. I'm from my phone. I don't know. I don't know. Looking by looking. You know, in that car. She couldn't maybe your performance. Maybe your performance. If you now, this is traditional traditional country. I'm
That's right. That's right. Hey, over you. Where radon? Where radon? Yeah. Yeah. Where radon? Mr. Quality, my job. Mr. Quality is very emotional. He was crying on the phone. So they were called Nuumo Akwaah. Anyways, Mr. Ankra, I have to go out and then battle it out with my panel. I'm in front of me for me because I'm not letting them speak today. So waka wani femo ba wabi nya ni matwa nya mi feel kan twala la ne inhale okay, let's see. Let's see something. You know what? Let's end it here. Let's end it here. A very big thank you to every single one of you. Don't worry, you will hear from my panel on this same issue some other time. Today, because panel every single one of them, and I have to protect them from themselves. Bona. So that is what I'm doing. They disagree with me, but that is what I'm doing. I have to protect them from themselves. Bona. So let's end it here today, and we'll talk again. Voice notes ni alone in nation on Kamahabo. Of course, later on, no contribute. You have a few hours to send me your voice note. Try. So you send me voice note later on. For work back. So what face show what or be a Monday. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much. You guys are a family. You guys are amazing. I love every single one of you, and I appreciate you a whole lot. Without you, there is no Nintete TV. You feel Nintete TV, and you feel you will don't wa adenche. Ke o like ko show e. Find it gonti am ye ko dani oshi. Agbeni we jani fe mo link if you've appreciated and loved today's show, share it out there. Kiamoko, no Kiamoko. Ni mo Anna Anukwali ni ya no. Evidence no na bon Kiamoko. And be watching them once again. The traditional council, they cannot sit on this case, and they must not. If they choose to do so, we want to see it. We want to see every single thing. I may check Jamestown TV. I may check BNA TV. I may check Jamestown TV. I may check BNA TV. I may check Nom TV. I may check Bloody TV. We want to see everything that transpires there. We want to see it. Onaboni ni yo. Ni wakwe but I mean tumoboni wanyemi yo na kokwa chego we. How dare you know about Nae Wulomo ni ba ni bo test on you know? How dare you? You understand what I'm saying? But nakanji boni ebale. So mean that a very big thank you to every single one of you. Bye bye.